Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Warrnambool Nissan, Baitness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
A little bit of standing around, but let's get it going. Tell Stevie we're right to go from the live stream side of things. She's all systems go out here at Bushfield this afternoon. And I'm going to ask you, Alan Blackbird and Philip Kelly. I've already asked Tildy, who are you tipping, boys?
Yeah, I think North Warrnambool with their coach back in, Nathan Vardy, Adam winds up to go the forward back or wherever he wants to go. I think they just have too much firepower up forward. Although the Blues have been pretty good in their two games. They had a chance against Port Fairy. They've still got some good players in there in Cowling. Austin Steer on the wing's been really good. Jackson Bell, Jai Turlin's been really good, and Weymouth in the ruck. Cody in the forward line. So they've got the nucleus of a good side, but I just think the Eagles might have a little bit too much through the midfield, and impressed with young Everell last time we were out here. He was really good. McKinnon into the side also is going to add a bit of fire up there too, Poss. So I'm going for North Warrnambool Eagles.
Yeah, the scoring power is going to be interesting, Blackie. I don't think neither team have got a real big scoring forward, which leads me to say that I suspect that I'd say Vardy will probably play out of the goal square, and Lockie Wines will probably start in the ruck, and they'll try and stretch him a bit, I reckon, because the Blues aren't overly tall, are they? And I guess if that happens, you'd almost think that Sam Cowley might be the one to pick up big Vards, but I just got a feeling they might go that way because neither side are overly tall, aren't they? When you look through the two teams, and I think Warrnambool are going to try and rely on pace. I think they're going to try and get it into the forward line as quick as they can. Let guys like Young Wells and Austin Steer, if he's playing off a wing or whatever, moving forward. Reggie Mast's obviously going to be a target for them down there, and also Luke Cody, who's their leading goal kicker with 5 goals. So they want to get it in quick, I reckon. But I'm a bit with you. I just reckon overall North look a little bit stronger on each line, and I think if Vardy does play forward, he provides that big target. I think the Eagles will get the points.
I'm sticking with the Eagles, so I think just in Adam Wine's game number 250, I reckon there's a fair bit at stake, but I do agree with what Tildy said. I reckon the blue side, 21 on paper, looks strong. I reckon it's going to be a lot closer and a lot tighter because no Callum Grundy. Jackson Grundy today. He was enormous a couple of weeks ago. So, just that midfield, they just lose that little bit of drive through there. I think Adam Wines will spend a bit of time through possibly that midfield as well today. So, so players just about to walk out and get into position now, and we're about to get things underway, which will be great. Good crowd out here at Bushfield too, boys.
Yeah, always a good crowd. You probably asked this to Tildy boys when I was off having a little toilet break, but down on the boundary for B&B Furniture Plus, Tildy, the wind, was it mentioned to the boys a bit earlier?
Slight breeze, Poss. I just reckon to the social club end, mate. Not nothing to be too worried about. You'll score at both ends. It may be a goal advantage, Poss. Yeah, boys, I think Adam Wines is going to play back, which surprises me, but he might try to play as a bit of an intercept defender, do we think, back here? Because, Noski and Scoble are good key position defenders, aren't they?
I think the key is, obviously, your run comes from your half-back line. Bailey Jenkinson always provide. Him and Lewis, of course, they combine so well. So maybe they're trying to get that link football once again.
Boys. Weymouth's going forward. So
Vardy is going to start in the ruck too, Lucky.
So Weymouth's going to be their deep forward.
Cowling will play centre up back, I think, boys. He might even go to Joe McKinnon, will he?
Well, so Luke Wines has actually gone forward. Yeah. So this is a little different setup. So they're definitely trying things here.
And Snooze as well, along with Lockie Wines. So yeah, they've gone a bit the opposite. I would have expected Weymouth to start in the ruck and Vardy forward, whereas Weymouth's gone forward and Vardy's going to start in the ruck. But should be a good game, boys.
Here we go. We're about to get things underway. Umpire Nicholas Ross Watson holds the ball aloft. It's going to be Vardy up against Radley to start this contest. The Blues get the quick kick forward. Taking a nice mark there for the North Warrnambool Eagles. And that was Brennan. He goes short to Keast. Quick kick around the body. Lockie winds the target. Cowling's got the job on him. There's little Jai Turlin. Handball further afield to Jackson Bell. His kick was smothered. Stacks on the mill. Going absolutely nowhere. And umpire Ross Watson says, give it to me. Let's have a ball up.
Yeah, it's almost, well, it is back where we started. So up they go. It's Vardy and Radley, both sort of hanging on there. May have been held without it. That was Dwyer for Warrnambool, but no, said the umpire. Now there's a player tackled with no prior opportunity. And that was Harry Keast for North Warrnambool. So again, back in the centre. So Vardy again may have been held on with. Nicely gathered out there by Jaden Wells. Kicks the Blues forward. It falls to the back. A good spoil there was by Keast. That was Bailey Keast. Now the ball spills free. Trying to get a handball out there. He couldn't. Was the North Warrnambool forward. Now it's picked up by Lewis. Lewis got it over the top there. Might have been Grundy. Grundy gets it on further afield to Brennan. Brennan over the top. They got one loose. Goes towards Wines. That's Lockie Wines. His handball was, it was a stray. Falls into the hands of the Blues who go forward, but it's all Adam Wines in game number 15, and he'll relieve on the last line of defence.
Yeah, beautiful kick there by Wines. He spots up his partner in crime in the chop, Lewis. He kicks out further afield. Mark was just dropped there, Hugh Morgan. Umpire said no. I thought he might have got a free kick for a bit of heavy contact, but not to be. So we will have a ball up far out of side. No score yet. Clock hasn't started either, boys. The league
Good
contracting time clock.
We're in delay.
There goes Vardy. Use his brute strength that time against Radley. Chain of handballs. Kick forward now, Keast. Looking for Snooze Wines. Can't quite gather him and Jackson Bell. And that ball going absolutely nowhere. And we will have a ball up far out of side.
They heard us.
Clock is going now, so 1:43 gone. Tildy Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions.
Yeah, I like the matchup in the Eagles deep forward line, boys, of young McKinnon and young Sam Carter. That's an interesting matchup, a couple of young guns.
Yeah, it is a good matchup.
Free kick plucked out of this. It's going to Liam Anders for North.
Good player, this kid, too.
Yeah, Anders, left footer, goes short, good kick, but just a little bit too much carry there for Charlie McKinnon. Here's a snap at goal from North, but it goes across the face for our first score this afternoon, and it's North Warrnambool 1 behind 1 point. They're leading the Warrnambool Blues, who are yet to score, and of course our scoreboard this afternoon brought to you by Solomon's Flooring and Blinds. And we're ticking now, Blackie, but it's going in reverse again. We're sort of we've got 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. It's going to be a short quarter. The ball comes out towards the wing. Up they go. Big Reggie Mars flew, couldn't take the mark. Ball's at ground level, might have been too high there. No, both players in looking for the footy. Umpire Steve Walker does the sensible thing, comes in and he says, I'll throw it up. Bathed in sunshine here this afternoon, a Bushfield Recreation Reserve, so it's going to be Vardy again with Radley. Vardy was hung on to, yes, said the umpire, and Vardy will take a free kick on centre wing. He's got a couple runners, but he ignores them. So sizing up his options now, Vardy. He might end up going long to the top of the square. That's exactly what he's done. He wants a marking contest. Up they go. Oh, in front. Good mark. Almost taken by Cowlin, I think it was. But no, said the umpire. Ground level's picked up by Warrnambool. May have got one too high. No. And the umpire again will come in and throwing up. So they're just starting to feel each other out a little bit down there for B&B Furniture Plus. Tildy, no real open passages of play as yet.
No, not as yet. Oh, that's a good mark. Who we got there?
That's Everall, mate. I'll tell you what, this kid, he doesn't need many opportunities, and Zach Everall will go back and have a shot on goal, 25 metres out, pretty tight angle in the pocket. But I'll tell you what, this kick, he goes well, got a good set of jukes on him.
Super dangerous a couple of weeks ago early on, Stewie.
So Zach Everall, he's got the opportunity to kick the Eagles' first goal of the afternoon. Comes in, kicks on its way, strikes it pretty well, and just sat out to the right, and it goes through for a minor score. So the Eagles go to 2 behind, 2 points. The Warrnambool Blues, they go to hit the score as Paul Irving. He gives me the big middle finger, the big fella. It's the biggest middle finger I've ever seen. But that is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. The Blues out of the fence now. Kick goes inboard. Little chip kick over the top. Nice kick at the end. And that's Zach Dwyer. He kicks further afield. Blues got numbers here at the back. Radley, who snuck forward for the Blues, the ruckman. Ball won't sit up for him. And Bailey Keast does really well. Happy to see the ball go out of bounds, and we'll have a ball up.
I think in the clearance work, they're going really well. I think Warrnambool, they're winning the clearances, getting a few good touches, getting into their forward line, but probably just need a mark inside 50. That's what they need.
Yep, throw in right in front of the Solomons Flooring and Blinds sign down there. The scoreboard reads 2 behinds North, yet to score the Blues, but they've got an opportunity because they got it in their forward line. Spills out the back there towards Wells. He's been prominent early for the Blues. High up and under, but it's going to go out of bounds on the full. The relieving free kick for the Eagles will be taken by Brennan.
Good little player, Wells.
He is a good player. He's had a few touches early. So Brennan elects to come across the ground and he finds Bailey Keast. Keast will go back. They're waxing. Gives it back to Brennan. And Brennan goes short again. They're just looking for an avenue out. This is Luke Wines. So Luke Wines goes short again. Good little kick, being patient. This is Bishop. So Bishop for North. Half-back flank. Now the score's gone to 0 and the clock's gone to 0. So it's back to Keast again. Comes wider again to Noski. So being patient and good defending by the Blues, not letting them out easily here. So Noski will go back again to Brennan. Where will Brennan go this time? To Luke Wines. Now Wines has got Noski running for him. He'll give it to him. Handball was good. Gets out of a little bit of trouble. Gives it back to Brennan. Now a chain of handballs. That was good. Got it over the top there towards Tom Keast. A chance here for Wines. That's Adam in 250. Gives it back to Luke Wines. Kicks down the line. Too much carry for O'Brien. And a good relieving mark is taken by the Blues. Dead set centre wing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're just happy to play that possession football at the moment. The North Warrnambool Eagles kick goes forward. Getting back there with a nice fist in the end was Lukey Wines. Handball comes back to Noski. Noski goes further afield. He just misses the target. And the ball goes out of bounds and we will have a ball up. So nice crowd right in front of the bar out here at Bushfield. The Eagles, they're 2 behinds, 2 points. They lead the Blues. We've played about 7 minutes in this first term, live from the Bushfield Recreation Reserve this afternoon. So boundary umpire Lucy Howland, she sends it in. Vardy and Radley, they're going to go up against each other. Good play by Lewis to Brennan. He's been busy early. All dispossessed, holding the football. Umpire Stevie Walker, great chase down then. I think it might be that kid Wells, is it? Young Jaden Wells. I can't quite pick up the number. But gee whiz, it was a good work, good forward pressure. And either way, he's going to go back and have a shot on score here. Just can't quite pick up what number it is. But the Blues get their first real crack at it here. So you're going to kick from about 45 metres. Comes in, kicks on its way, just goes to the right. It was Wells.
It was Wells, yeah.
Hits the post, it hits it hard. So the Blues hit the scoreboard for the first time. They go to 1 behind, 1 point. North Warrnambool Eagles 2 behinds, 2 points. Exciting start to this contest.
There is no goals as yet. Nice kick out by Lewis. Found a teammate. This is Tom Keast, I think. Goes out wide, a little short one to Bailey Keast. They probably would have played play on there in the AFL. They've been hot on that not 15 lately, haven't they? So this is Keast. Bailey's going to go down the line. He's looking down there for a teammate. Went over the top of Vardy's head. Now Bidmate gets it for the Blues. That was nice evasion. Got it over the top again. Running onto it for the Blues now is Manane. This is Tyler Manane, the recruit we spoke about. Ball spills free. No one's going nowhere. Steve Walker will come in and ball it up. About 75 metres out from the Warrnambool goal, doing the attacking. 2 behinds, the North Warrnambool Eagles. 1 behind, that's the Warrnambool Blues and the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard. So up it goes. It's grabbed by McKinnon. Oh, he took too long, said the umpire. Didn't really give him much of an opportunity, and the free kick will be taken by one of the skippers, Jai Turlin.
Turlin plays on quickly, pumps it forward. Coming out to meet it was Lewis. Here goes Liam Bidmate. He gets a handball further afield. That's to Norton. Gets it back to Wells. Quick kick forward, back of the pack. Here's Reggie. He goes inboard. Nice handball and beautiful finish by Lowe. And the Blues get their first of the day. And it was a good build-up. He never panicked, Reggie Mast. He got the handball to Lowe, who's playing forward. And the Blues go to 1-1-7. They lead the Eagles 2 behinds, 2 points. Alan Blackburn, good finish, good build-up Blues.
Yeah, in the general play, Warrnambool are going really well. The clearance work is really good. But their pressure and they're setting up behind the footy is really good. So, good finish there, Till.
Yeah, it was, Blakey. I've been impressed the way the Blues have hemmed North Warrnambool in their defensive, say, 50, 60 metres, boys. I think not letting outlet kicks out, not letting them get in any space to play on. So they've just handed him in really well. And Lockie Wines is off with a bit of claret coming out of the eye, boys.
I was just going to ask you that Tilly went into the rooms for Croydon Pharmacy. Thanks for that medical update. Here's the ball back in the centre. It's going to be cleared by Weymouth. Goes down the line, but getting back and taking good uncontested mark in the end was Jared Lewis. Just keeps on keeping on. Does the chopper since he's gone into defence a few years ago. He's been absolutely unbelievable. His short little kick was good. He's found a teammate. Now comes back to Adam Wines in 250. So Wines goes long. He's got a player loose. It's a nice kick too. Perfect lace out. It's been taken by Anders. So this is Liam Anders. A nice little left footer too. That's a good kick and a good mark. I think it's taken by Keast. It is. It's Harry Keast. So he'll go back and have his first shot on goal and the first real deliberate shot by the North Warrnambool Eagles. They trail 1-1-7. The North Warrnambool Eagles are on 2 points.
Good kid, this kid. He was good 2 weeks ago, Harry Keast, and he's a really important inclusion back into this North Warrnambool Eagles side, Poss.
He is. He's just kicked the 1 goal this season, but looking to add to that now. Early days, of course. He's about 50 metres out when he comes in and kicks. It's a nice-looking kick. The umpire has not moved, and it's a goal. So a goal to the North Warrnambool Eagles. They go on to 1-2-8 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. We are, we don't know how far into the quarter. She's gone skew-if again. And, good start to the game for B&B Furniture Plus down there, Tildy. And both sides getting their fair share of the footy.
Yeah, entertaining contest so far, Poss. Impressive that young Anna's out here a couple of weeks ago, boys. Just like the way he swings inboard on that left foot. And, he's got a big future. I think he's a homegrown product, so it's good to see.
Harry Keast certainly one to watch too as well for mine. As I said, he's a really important inclusion back into this North Warrnambool Eagles side. So it's back in the middle, Weymouth and Vardy this time. Vardy wins it down, just going and running over it and picking it up beautifully well as Bidmade. Just handballs coming through as Scobel. Lewis in there also and going absolutely nowhere. Good tackle once again. Jai Bidmade just works really hard, doesn't he, Tilts?
Liam Bidmade.
Jai Turlin.
Jai Turlin, yeah, they both do, mate. The matchup I like for out here, it's going to be entertaining. Scobel's locked on to Luke Cody right from the beginning of the game, boys. So I think I was Luke Cody. I'd like to get on my bike a bit because Scobel is a really good lockdown defender.
He just no easy kicks. That's a nice mark taken that time by number 26, which is Harry Gorman. In game number 2 for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Good fist over the top. Coming through that time was Jai O'Brien. He couldn't gather. Stacks on the mill. Snooze Wine's looking for holding the football. Umpire says no. Bidmate goes and gets it again. Snooze could have been holding the pill that time. There's Timms for the Blues. He couldn't quite gather. Anders again gets it on further afield to McKinnon. Little chip kick. Just misses the target. Bouncing football. Cowling. Left handball over the top. Well done again. Harry Keast comes through for the Eagles. He can't quite gather and wrapped up strongly. And umpire Stevie Walker says let's have a ball up. Frantic Blackers.
It is, mate. Very good. Inside 50s, North Warrnambool 5 and Warrnambool 6. So 2 centre clearances to Warrnambool also.
Vardy and Weymouth, 2 of our better ruckmen in the competition. But the ball stacks on the mill. He'll come in and throw it up again. Beautiful day here at Bushfield Recreation Reserve this afternoon. Sun out. It's going to be Vardy and Weymouth. Weymouth got the front position. Vardy over the top got the tap. Only to the advantage of Jai Turlin, who'll clear to this near side. It's going to be Brennan in a foot race. What's happened there? Holding before he took possession. So Brennan's going to take the free kick. He'll go short to Adam Wines, getting a fair bit of it in game number 250. He's going to go short again. He's chipping it away. This is O'Brien. So O'Brien's going to go long this time to the top of the goal square. Up they go. Marking contest needed. Spore from behind was by the Blues. Running onto his little Everall. Maybe thrown that he did. And the umpire says, I agree with you. And there'll be a free kick. Will go to Turlin, to Jai Turlin. Oh, he's put his little teammate under a little bit of pressure there. That was Wells because the ball came from behind. Wines goes in, couldn't pick it up. Nicely taken away there off half-back by the Blues. Drives it into towards Radley if he can get it. The bounce favoured him. He taps it back. Only the advantage there of Adam Wines again. His handball was good to Noski. Noski's got a little bit of space. Takes a bounce. He's caught. And they'll play advantage here for sure. They will. It comes out to Liam Bidmate. Bidmate has a shot for goal, and I think he's getting the end.
Put that down.
Put that one down as a highlight of the day. Contender Alan Blackburn.
Lucas Brothers snag of the day. Poss, that's a believable goal.
Well, unbelievable highlight of the day, as well as a Lucas Brothers Butcher's snag of the day. Alan Blackburn applied the tackle, won the free kick. The Blues and Bidmate took advantage and kicked it from outside 50.
Great bit of play by the Blues and a good penetrating kick from their back line. I'm not sure who kicked it, but put the North defenders under pressure.
It might have been Tim's, was it, I think, Blackie?
Good kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And then Bidbo, that's a beautiful kick from just on the 50-metre arc. So, yeah, pretty good game of footy here, boys. I just find it interesting as the game progresses which side's going to pull the trigger and move either Canley or Wines forward as the day progresses.
Here we go, ball back in the middle again. Bidmayne's been busy, so's Wells, gets a handball further afield that time to Dwyer, who gets a quick kick, but going back, taking a nice mark there was Adam Wines. So playing across half back today. His brother Luke's playing forward. So the Eagles, they just like to chip it around here in the back half, goes further afield to Bailey Keast. Big Truck's got a big May race week. So the Blues getting back, floating numbers back. Wines switches it to his brother Luke. Kick had to be good and was. He's got Brennan short if he wants to use him. He can also go back to his brother Adam, or he can kick down the line. So that's what the Blues want him to do, is kick down the line. That's a good kick, goes inboard. Nice mark taken there by Xavier Harris. Gets it back to Luke Wines. He kicks further afield. So the Blues' defensive structure standing up well here. Kick goes to Manane now. He swings onto his right boot out further afield to Steer, who's got some space in front of him. Sells a little bit of candy. He likes to run and carry the football. Go short, looking further afield. Cut off, though, that time by Wines. That is Adam. And a beautiful kick. And he sets up his teammate far out of side.
Yeah, that was Angus Lowe. So, that was Joey Higgins. And, his namesake, Roy. And, he rode French Empire in the 1962 Warrnambool Cup. And a month later, I was born. So there you go.
Interesting.
So there's a little short kick side there, boys, and the free kick's taken.
We've covered some subjects today.
Well, who would have thought Roy Higgins rode a Warrnambool Cup winner, but he did way back in 1962 French Empire.
Who did it beat, boss?
When I seen the name Higgins, I had to look it up last night, boys. But so it's going to be a boundary throwing right on centre wing. It's going to be big Vardy and Weymouth. As I said, two of the best ruckmen we've had in the competition for a long time. And Dan Weymouth, he's just resolute. So Vardy's got the front position, little tap down and hit him back on the head, in fact. As ball spills out to Jai Turlin at ground level, grabbed by Snooze Wines and he couldn't get rid of it. The umpire will come in and throw it up.
Jai Turlin's been busy, hasn't he, boys?
You're right what you said, Stu. He's a really good tackler for his size.
He is. So Vardy and Weymouth. Vardy got the tap. Went to O'Brien, but he couldn't get free, and there'll be another ball up right on centre wing. 1-2-8 North Warrnambool, 2-1-13 the Blues. We've played 7.5 minutes of the first quarter. That's on the Lee's contracting time clock. Ball spills out the back. They're on hands and knees. Nobody can get a real in there trying hard was James Norton for Blues, but he couldn't get free.
Good story too, James Norton. He spent a bit of time obviously out of Panmure, and he's worked his way into this Warrnambool outfit, so good on him. I know, talking to Doc, he's been playing some good footy in the reserves, so he gets his opportunity. A little flick pass there to Jai Turlin, gets a quick kick forward. Did it stay in? No, it didn't. Gee whiz, he's invested in the game, that boundary umpire, isn't he? Tildy really put a bit of effort into that one.
He did, but good eye, good decision.
Real good decision. He goes Noski, plays on, kicks further afield. Brennan's had it on a string in this first quarter. He likes to run and carry. Reminds me of Humphreys at Geelong, who plays down back. Kick goes out, Anders gathers. He's been busy. Back to Brennan, who butted up. Handball over the top to Keast. He goes further afield to a teammate who kicks out wide. Good fist and good defensive play in the end there too by the Blues, and that was done. Number 32, I can't quite pick up who it is.
We've got two out list.
There, boys.
Two numbers, 32 and 44.
44 that we haven't got. We'll get names for them.
Might be Tildy's Carter. He's the number one ticket holder up at the Blue Baggers.
Yep. See what can work out, lads.
So Snooze Wines does a bit of ruck work there. Quick kick around the body there by Xavier Harris, goes forward. A nice mark though taken by Sammy Cowling for the Blues. Been a great player at the Warrnambool Football Club. He looks nice and fit, been doing plenty of running. Has Moo in the off-season. As the Stall gift winner, he comes off for a well-earned breather.
He was going a bit quicker last week, boys.
Here they go again. The Eagles into attack. Kick goes forward. Going back. Oh, that was courageous. Absolutely brilliant. And that is a nice...
Number 10.
Free kick or mark.
10 either.
And we haven't got a 10 either. And that might be, that's not young Holloway, is it?
We'll have to put that down as
We'll have to. That was a Peter Bolts Bridgestone highlight of the day contender. That was courageous.
I think that is Holloway, boys, to be honest.
Young kid Holloway. Gee whiz, he's a good young kid, and that took courage. He's a little bit sore too. Here go the Eagles, though. They're looking to build again. Cowling gets in there once again. Wines gathers. That's Snooze. Quick little chain of handballs to Keast. He goes further afield to his brother Harry. He kicks, looking for McKinnon, getting back there. Luke Wines plays on goal. That was really easy in the end. They had plenty of numbers, and the Eagles, they kick their second. They go to 2-2-14. They lead the Blues 2-1-13. That is on the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
Yeah, good passage of play. He butted up there, the North Warrnambool Eagles, and inside 50s, 10 to North Warrnambool, 3 marks inside 50 also for their 2 goals too. And the Blues have had 3 centre clearances for 8 inside 50s for their 2 goals won. So pretty good game of footy, boys. A bit scrambly for a while, but it's starting to open up a bit.
It is indeed. So young Riley Holloway's listed on Play HQ as number 31, and the other two, the 32 and the 44, aren't on that.
And 10.
See what I can track down at quarter time, boss.
And 10. We need Geordie, number 10.
Good, you don't want too much, Blackie. That's fine, mate. Yep, but I'll see what I can work out at quarter time, mate.
Ball's back in the centre. We've ticked almost 11 minutes into this first quarter here this afternoon. That's on the Lee's contracting time clock, and the Solomons Flooring and Blinds scoreboard tells us that the North Warrnambool Eagles are 2-2-14, Warrnambool Blues 2-1-13. The Blues going to attack over over Reggie Mar's head, running onto it is Chittick. But he couldn't control it, and there'll be a boundary throw in deep in the forward line for the Warrnambool Blues.
These numbers are a debacle, to be honest, boys, because 44, I reckon, is young Holloway, and we haven't even got a 44 on the list. We're all over the place.
I'll see what I can track down at quarter time.
The listings we got are according to the Play HQ, so they're the numbers that have been generated there. We'll have to just work it out at quarter time. So in the meantime, it's cleared by Zachy Everell. Almost a one-handed mark taken out there. It's picked up by Matty Wines. He's always in the number 7. There's no doubt about that one. The ball comes back here towards Keast. That's Harry Keast. He fumbled, but he had time to recover. It was a little wobbler down the line. Nice mark. That was taken out on that far outer side wing.
Higgins, is it?
And that might be Higgins.
Yeah, I reckon 10 is 10 Austin Steer, boys.
Well, Austin Steer is listed in the as 14. But there's a ball over the top. There's a chance to go forward again by the Eagles. Up they fly. No one could take the mark. Fall of the ball was good. That might have been Fletcher Timms off half-back. Goes long looking for Chittick. The ball was conducted there by Noski. Came out there towards Wines, who got it to Lewis. And Lewis' little chip kick was good. He's found a teammate. True centre wing on that outer side here. 2-2-14.
Keast.
It is Keast. Long kick, up they go, marking contest. Oh, almost a great mark out there for the North Warrnambool Eagles by Charlie McKinnon, but he couldn't reel it in. The ball falls back. It's grabbed out there by Sam Carter. He's kicked down the line looking for Chittick. It went over the back, grabbed by Everell. He's got Brennan on his own in the centre. The kick didn't carry, but he had time enough to get it to Lewis. Lewis's little kick was good. Comes out, well, almost a throw there. The ball came out there to Scoble. So Scoble goes long, and a good mark taken by Callum Grundy, and he'll go back and try and slot his first and the Eagles' third for the afternoon, Blackie.
Yeah, good bit of play there. Good. Everell's must be having a run on the ball. He's done some good things up the ground. So a good bit of play there and a good mark inside 50 to Callum Grundy.
So distance won't be an issue. He's going to kick from inside 50. We've got a good view of it. Comes in, drop punt on its way, nice looking kick off the boot, and he's kicked a goal. So the first of the afternoon for Callum Grundy, the third on the board for North Warrnambool. They go on to 3-2-20. That's on the Solomons Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. They lead the Warrnambool Blues 2-1-13. We've played almost 14 minutes in this first quarter, Blackie, and just making the most of their opportunities at the moment going forward, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Inside 50s are pretty even. Centre breaks, Warrnambool's in front, 4-1. And North, that was their fourth mark inside 50, so, and none to the Blues at this stage. So we're just trying to position get our numbers right here, and then we'll be all good.
So Adam Wines is going to clear from the centre. A little kick went up and under, and it was taken by Liam Anders. He's having a good first quarter. Anders, left footer, The ball had a little too much carry on it and judging it better for the Blues. He didn't pay the marker he played on. It's grabbed by Grundy again as a snap, but this time he's off target and goes over the line and out of bounds on the full. No, it bounced just inside the line, so there'll be a boundary throw in deep in the forward line for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Boys, a couple of updates. Austin Steer's number 10.
Yeah, 10 Steer.
44's Riley Holloway.
Yeah, 44 Holloway.
32 is Finn Radley.
Right, as opposed to 35, yep.
No, that's Amon Radley.
Oh, sorry, Finn, yep. So boundary throw in. Nobody's going anywhere.
So Carter's still number 1, is he? Or
Yes. Yep.
Carter's still
Fatsy
number
Carter.
1. So just a shout out to the clubs, try and get their numbers correct on.
Just had a few jumpers that haven't turned up, boys. I think that was the problem. Yeah.
Okay. The lady washing them. Now there's a free kick plucked out of this, and it's going to go to the Blues. Is this Timms off half back? So he'll come this near side, looking for Reggie Mast, but it had too much carry on him and it's been forced over the line, out of bounds, true wing position on the broadcast side of the stadium here this afternoon. 3-2-20 North Warrnambool, 2-1-13 the Warrnambool Blues. We've played almost 16 minutes in this first quarter.
Everill's just gone into the ruck now just to give the big man Vaz, who just makes his way back onto the ground. He's going to go up against Weymouth. Does pretty well, Everall, in the end. There goes Turlin taken high, and the umpire says yes. He's been really busy in his first quarter, Jai Turlin for the Blues.
Just about best on for mine, Stewie, so far.
Been in absolutely everything. He pumps the Blues long and strong. Cody's the target. Oh, Scoble, good use of the body. He's turned into a great defender, has Reece Scoble. He plays on quickly, goes out further afield. Nice mark taken out wide by Will Brennan. So Brennan, true half back position. It's Harry Gorman. He goes further afield to the chopper Lewis. This is where the Blues just play this zone. They just push back, and so the Eagles are just happy to kind of keep switching it. So Brennan now goes further afield to Wines. He's got Keystone if he wants to go back, but he goes back to Brennan's side.
That's right.
Has got Lewis short. Chooses to go further afield to Noski. So Noski, far out of side. The Eagles, they lead this by 7 points. Told to play on now.
All the plays over the other side again makes it tough, doesn't
Happens a lot, doesn't it?
Does happen a lot out here. Kick off the ground that time by Weymouth. Coming through there and meeting the contest was Bidmate. Just steps through a bit of traffic. Bangs the ball long. Reggie on the end of it. Good mark in the end because it wasn't an easy ball to handle. And right underneath the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard, Reggie Mast will go back and have a shot.
That's their first mark inside 50.
He's a left footer, so he's going to try and bend this around Reggie. He does just that. I'll tell you what, no. Just pulls it to the right and it goes through for a minor score. So 2-2-14 the Blues, 3-2-20 Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard. And we have ticked over 27 minutes on the league contracting time clock of this first quarter, so it can't be long to play.
No, and it's been an entertaining first quarter. And Luke Wines has it. Between half-back and full-back, just not quite sure where to go now. Come wide, right on the siren to signal quarter time. So the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard at quarter time here at Bushfield this afternoon. 3-2-20 the North Warrnambool Eagles. They lead the Warrnambool Blues 2-2-14 for B&B Furniture Mobility down there on the boundary line. A pretty entertaining first quarter, Scotty Carter.
Yeah, pretty enjoyable first quarter to watch, Poss. Just interesting, Lockie Wines, boys. Haven't seen him back. So
No.
It was a fairly decent gash. I think there's a bit of claret coming out. So, yeah, maybe needs a few stitches required there. So it'll be interesting to see where he's back throughout the day.
So a really close and a hard-fought first quarter. Both teams, 3-2-20 the Eagles, 2-2-14 the Warrnambool Blues. And Alan Blackburn, do you want to run through some of the key stats? All thanks to Spooky Senate Accountants.
Yeah, thanks, mate. North Warrnambool Eagles, 13 inside 50s, and they had 4 marks for their 3 goals too. 2 centre clearances. The Blues were on top in centre clearances. They had 4 of them. 12 inside 50s for the Blues, and only just a 1 mark late in the quarter. The goal kickers, Harry for North Warrnambool. Harry Keith kicks 1. Lukey Wines 1. Callum Grundy 1 for Warrnambool. Angus Lowe and Liam Bittmate with a beautiful long goal. The goal scorer. So a pretty even game, Kilty, and good game to watch.
It is a pretty even game, Blakey. I think the Blues will be pretty happy about how they've been able to defend and force North Warrnambool to play a fair bit of footy in their back 50. But as far as contested footy and attack on the ball, both sides are hitting the contest pretty hard. Game played in pretty fair spirits at the moment, so hopefully this continues, boys, and we see an entertaining contest for the rest of the day.
Quarter time, it's a 6-point lead to the North Warrnambool Eagles over the Warrnambool Blues. We're going to come back with second quarter action right after this on your home of football, Netball 94.5, 3YB FM.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
I'm Dan Tehan. I care deeply about our local communities and what matters to you. We need a Liberal government to get Australia back on track. We'll build a stronger economy to take pressure off inflation. We'll support our small businesses and farmers.
Better.
I'll fight to ease the cost of living and fix our roads. We need a better government to get back to basics. With your support, I'll keep delivering for you.
Authorised by Dan Tehan, Liberal Party, Hamilton.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafferty's Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafferty's Tavern.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. Quarter time here. It's the North Warrnambool Eagles 3-2-20. They are leading the Warrnambool Blues 2-2-14. Good, entertaining first quarter of footy. Al Blackburn, Philip Kelly.
Yeah, it was, mate. I'll just go through some better players for a good game. And there's some good young kids out there for Warrnambool. Once we get the right numbers for everyone, we'll be right. It's been pretty tough, though, hasn't it? Yeah, for North Warrnambool, Adam Wines playing that kind of loose man on the back line. They'll probably release him on the ball or go forward. Reece Goble, key back. He's been really good, along with Noski. Will Brennan, he's been going really well. Zachy Everill's been really good also. Jared Lewis in the back line never lets you down, doesn't waste possession, and Lukey Wines also in their back line for Warrnambool. Liam Bitmaid, great to see him back in the competition. Sammy Cowling's been good in the back. Young Jaden Wells, he's been very good. Jai Turlin and Mitch Bitmaid through the middle is really good, and also young Fletcher Timms. So pretty even game of footy, Poss.
Tildy, did you just see old fat fingers out there, old sausage fingers?
I didn't call him that.
Have a look at the great man, Puddy Irving.
I called him Pud, but not what you called him, yeah.
Nice little summary of that first quarter, Alan and Blackburn. We'll go down to the boundary to Scotty Carter for B&B Furniture Plus and Movement Solutions. Tildy, what did the coaches have to say?
Yeah, Nathan Vardy was pretty optimistic about the way things were travelling. He actually paid credit to Warrnambool's pressure, said that was really good. Probably haven't got a lot of space to work into today. Lockie Wines is done for the day, so emphasised the need for a contest in front of the footy, whether it be Everall, whether it be Charlie McKinnon.
So Tildy, just what was that injury, all thanks to Croy Pharmacy,
He had a decent gash above his eye, Shuey. I wouldn't be surprised if he had to travel in to get stitches, mate, I'd imagine.
A little bit of concussion possibly too.
Possibly. It was a decent hit. He did have a lot of claret coming out, mate. So, all in all, pretty positive, and also emphasised the need to watch the corridor. The Blues are pretty, how would you say, pretty determined to keep using the corridor. So, real need to sort of block the corridor up as much as possible.
I did see Kenny Hinkley get split one day out here by the great Joey Chatfield. And Kenny went off halfway through the first quarter, went and got 10 stitches, come back and kicked 3 in the last quarter.
He probably won the game for
him.
He
did.
So Vardy opens proceedings with the first bounce of first tap out of the second quarter, running it onto it nicely there. Might have been Keast. It comes out, or tackle with not in possession, said the umpire. The free kick will be taken by Charlie McKinnon. So McKinnon, he'll kick from about 55, 60 metres.
He's a big kick on him.
He is. He's elected to go to wider, though, but, he's only picked out his opponent. And a good mark.
That's the worst spot to go.
This is young Chatterton,
This
boys.
is Chatterton. So Joshy Chatterton, he'll come out wider. And this is number 32. This is Finney Radley. He goes out to Jai Turland. The Turland's got another player down the line if he wants to use him. Offering the lead was young Huey Morgan. Goes there, that's a free kick, surely, yes, said the umpire. It's going to Tyler Manane. So the former Colac, well, he's not a former, he's a Colac premiership player. So Manane goes down the wing looking for Cowan, good mark.
Cowling's gone forward, boys.
Yeah, good strong hands, Cowan. So they're maintaining the footy well, the Blues. So Cowan goes down the line. Brennan is getting there first, but over the top, affecting the small. He did very well there, was Angus Lowe. He's won the footy, but it's gone over the line out of bounds. Just forward of the wing, attacking side for the Blues.
I don't know whether he's gone forward yet, Blake. Just presenting up to that one, Blakey.
I think it's a matter of time as the day progresses, boys. One of either Callan or Adam Wines, I reckon, will eventually find themselves forward for their respective sides.
Yeah. So we've got a boundary throw in now. It's going to be Radley up against Vardy. Vardy just wins this one down. Coming through there was Xavier Harris. He kicks further afield. Bouncing football. McKinnon gathers. Charlie sells a bit of candy. That was good. Goes inboard. Everill's a target. Getting back there is Carter. So's Holloway. Handball comes out. Here goes Steer now. He loves to run and carry the football. Sells a little bit of candy. Gets the handball further afield to Chatterton. So Joshy Chatterton, he goes out wide. Kick just misses the target. Bouncing football. Happy to see the ball go out of bounds is Bailey Keast, and we will have a ball up or a boundary throw in right smack bang on centre wing, far out of side. No change to the score here, Poss.
Zachy Everall, he's got a little bit of one of your favourites about him, Stewie, the bit of the Margzanottis with that flowing locks.
Hasn't he?
Yes, so Vardy and Weymouth. Shallow boundary throw in, favoured Vardy. Knocked it to the back. Jai Turland got it first, though, for the Blues. Comes out to Bidmade. Bidmade short little kick down the line. Marking contest. Lewis judged it better. Got a handball back looking for Noski. Couldn't control it. He's tackled. Now here's a chance for the Blues. Streaming away is Cody. Over the top. Joe the Goose. And back to Cody again, and he'll kick a goal.
Geez, that was unselfish by Radley.
It was by Radley. He could have Turned around and kicked it himself, but rewarded Cody for his gut running, I think, in the end. So the Blues, they draw first blood in this second quarter. 3-2-20. They draw level with the North Warrnambool Eagles. 3-2-20. We've played almost 3 minutes of this second quarter. Alan Blackburn.
Great bit of link-up play, wasn't it? Very unselfish, too, by young Radley. Back to Cody. So the Blues are on the board, Tildy.
Yeah, they are, and that's a bonus goal for the Blues, because very rarely do you see a piece of play involving Noski and Lewis, result in a goal to the opposition. They're usually pretty slick together, those two boys.
So umpire Stevie Walker with the ball back in the middle of Bushfield Recreation Reserve. Vardy wins this one down again. Anders is in there as well as Bidmate. Just bullocks his way through, going nowhere.
Tell you what, Stuart, the young fella sat beside me here with full steam dim sims, and they look good. Yeah.
I'd say that's still his Matty will be down there swooping on them.
Melon wafting up here.
Charlie will go and get us some.
Fair dinkum, they smell good. They're not bad dimmies out here too at Bushfield. So free kick's been paid here for a throw. It's going to go to Anders for the North Warrnambool Eagles, so he'll pump them into attack. Plenty of options. The Blues like to get numbers back defensively. Squares the football up. Goes further afield, goes through the hands that time of Keast. Getting back there was Liam Bidmate. Too high. Free kick's been paid and it's going to go to Finn Radley. We're in the Mustaka, the mustache, in 2025. Little short kick to Turland.
Just racking up some touches today, Stewie.
Been good, little Cyril. Just does a lot of the grunt work too. He kicks further afield.
Good man.
Nice mark in the end it was too. He's spot on. That was Manane. He's been good. Goes inboard now. Bidmate. He has been brilliant. He looks fit. Kick just missed the target. Scoble reads it better. Runs and carries the football now. Right foot kick further afield. Anders was the target. Goes through him. McKinnon gathers. Gets it back to Anders. Anders left foot kick forward. Everell coming through there. Also is Luke Wines. Good fist away that time by Radley.
Well done.
And the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a ball up. 3-2-20 apiece. All square. 5 minutes gone. And that is on the league contracting time clock.
Yeah, boundary throw in right in front of the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard here this afternoon. Good tight contest in beautiful sunshine. So boundary throw in, it's going to be little Zachy, well not so little, but Zachy Everell will go up against Dan Weymouth. Everell got the front position. Weymouth got the tap down only as far as Wines. He couldn't control it. Handball out the back only went as far as Carter. His kick was partly smothered. It's come back there to the Eagles. Now it's kicked to the top of the goal square. Getting back, and he'll take it through for a rush behind is Jackson Bell. And that will give the North Warrnambool the lead. 3-3-20. 3-3-21 rather on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. The Warrnambool Blues 3-2-20. We've played almost 6 minutes of this second quarter. That's on the Lee's time contracting time clock. So Bell, nice kick, beautiful kick. Brennan's got the sit from behind, couldn't mark it, but he had time to recover. Got a handball wide. It came out there towards Harris. Harris got it. He goes inboard there towards Tommy Keast. He couldn't control it. Came back towards Bidmate. Bidmate got it out towards Lowe. Lowe got it further afield. There's a kick to the wing. Marking contest. There is none. There's a spoil. And there'll be a boundary thrown right in front of the North Warrnambool Eagles coach's box here for Senate Stats. Alan Blackburn, early days second quarter, but how the inside 50?
Yeah, 4 to North Warrnambool and 3 to Warrnambool for 1 point to North Warrnambool and 1 goal to the Blues with that overlap play, but pretty even game.
The Opie Weymouth wins this one down to Bidmate. Stepping through traffic was Austin Wanasteri, and he's wrapped up. And the free kick is going to go to the Stoosh man, Matty Wines. So he's 70 metres out. He pumps it long. Looks for his brother Luke. Good mark. Good hits.
Put that down.
That was really good in the end in front of Holloway. And when he gets a run and jump, and he doesn't play forward very often, but Lukey Wines starting forward today and his brother Adam starting back. And he will have a shot deep in the forward pocket, right in front of the bar here.
Yeah.
The Skeeter Cannon bar.
He gripped that like one of Peter Bulcher's Bridgestone tyres, didn't he, Blackie?
Good grab.
So Wines comes in, kicks on the way, coming back not enough, goes through for a minor score.
I was about to say, Stewie, I don't think that's one of his strongest parts of his game, goal kicking, to be honest.
Hasn't had to do a lot of it over the journey, to be honest. Tildy spent a lot of time down back.
Super player, mate. Really good player.
They can play anywhere, the Wineses, can't they?
Yeah, so versatile, that is for sure. So the Eagles go to 3-4-22, Blues 3-2-20. Little chip kick by Radley this time. Spots up a teammate. Plays on, wants to creep a little bit more ground. Turlin's going to be the target. Jeez, that was good use of the body. Jai Turlin, really good play. He's been absolutely everything, Jai Turlin. He plays on quickly, goes further afield. Cody's going to be the target. Getting back there with Scoble. Cody's good at ground level. He's gang tackle, but holding the man. Free kick. Don't know whether there was much in that. And the Eagles boys looking at each other as if much to say, what the hell? What happened? Who's this against?
I thought that might have been.
He had the ball, didn't he?
Must have been just before he picked it up.
He copped a bit of a wedgie in there too. Luke Cody.
This could be 2 in 5 minutes for him, mate. He's a pretty good kick for goal.
He's a very good kick for goal, Tilt. He's opportunistic. He doesn't need many opportunities. When he gets them, he usually makes the most of them. So Cody's about 30 metres out on a 45 angle. Just flicks the grass into the air, a la Matty Lloyd.
The white boots on today.
Always has magnificent boot colours. So Cody comes in, kicks on its way. It's bending back, not enough. Goes through for a minor score. So both sides opportunities here, Blackie.
They have, mate. They have. Yeah, Lukey Wines probably could have nearly went around the corner, but I don't think he does it that way. But yeah, Cody, yeah, he's an opportunist. He usually makes the most of it. Might be a bit of breeze out there, but no, still a really good tight game.
So Jared Lewis shielding himself for the sun as he kicks in, chipping in as Cody again. He'll have a shot for goal with the boomerang, and a tackle down. Put that one down as a Lucas Brothers, the snag of the day contender, and you could probably nearly double it up with a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone highlight, because that was a magnificent interception and a great little boomerang goal down on the boundary line, Scotty Carter.
Yeah, terrific effort. Good spoil. Banana kicked the goal, and he sort of lit it up here in the last 5 minutes. Cody was a little bit critical of him being a little bit stagnant in the first quarter, playing to Reece Scoble's hands, but he's got himself right into the game. He's got the Blues up and about.
Yeah, they have, and they're 4-3-27, leading North 4-3-4-22. We've played 10 minutes in this second quarter, so all the play and, all the scoring at the moment, Blackie, done by the Blues.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well. I'm impressed with the Blues. They're having a crack, Tildy, aren't they? They're looking good.
They are, mate. Their defensive pressure and their attack on the footy's been first rate.
Weymouth got the tap, but it only was far as Jai O'Brien. A good mark taken out there. Contested mark. Put that one down, Blackie. A Peter Bolsh highlight to Charlie McKinnon. And Charlie will go back and try and, get that goal back within 10 seconds, really. He's directly in front. He's only about 25, 30 metres at most, so distance won't be a problem. And he'll go back and try and give the North Warrnambool Eagles the lead again. Very, very entertaining contest. So McKinnon, he's got the man bun happening. Comes in, deliberate shot, drop punt goal. So 4-4-28. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. The North Warrnambool Eagles lead the Warrnambool Blues 4-3-27. 11 minutes played, least contracting score, time clock, Alan Blackburn, second quarter.
Yeah, good centre clearance and a very good mark and a nice finish by young Charlie McKinnon. Goal for goal and good game of footy so far, boys.
Hey, boys, I must say, this is the first time we've ever seen Jackson Bell playing the back line. He took that kick in before, and now he's sort of playing half back.
Probably a bit tired after stall, I suppose.
Well, maybe he's played a long time. I've never seen this, so yeah, it's quite. You can throw someone up playing half back also.
Yeah, I think it's certainly something they're looking at. That's for sure. So nice kick. That time by the Eagles, they get a centre clearance again. This is Jai O'Brien. He goes further afield. Cowling gets back into the hole. Good, courageous play. Keith to the bottom of the pack. And Keith obviously in this forward line too. This forward line pressure. That is what Vards wants out of young Tommy Keast. And he's very, very good at it. So Everell will go up against Radley this time. There's Keast again, bottom of the pack, high up and under. Wines is going to fly. Going back, that was Holloway. Just goes through the hands. Handball comes out to Steer. He goes back. All wrapped up in a tackle, holding the football. And that was young Huey Morgan. And it's McKinnon again. And he's going to kick his second in the space of 2 minutes as well, because he's about 15 metres out directly in front. So Charlie, he plays on quickly, nonchalantly, and kicks it around the corner. And that is his second in the space of 2 minutes. And the Eagles go to 5-4-34. They lead the boys 4-3-27. And that was pretty easy in the end, but it was a good tackle and well-deserved. And young Charlie McKinnon, Tildy Carter, he's got some ability.
He has, Stewie. 2 in a minute. I know you're a big fan of him, mate. This might really get him into the game now. Just the whole story out on this ground, boys. You just can't link up too many handballs out here. The pressure comes pretty quick, and there's always people on you. So probably just lacked a little bit of awareness there, the Blues, and 15 metres out from the defensive goal.
Yeah, not a lot of space to work in, is there? Shallow pockets, so you can't really relieve that well. So ball up again. It's going to be Vardy and Radley. Vardy got the tap out to the advantage of Wines, but getting to it first for the Blues was Liam Bidmaid. Here's a chance now to go forward through Dwyer. His kick's wide. They've still got the numbers, the Blues, although that handball never hit the spot. Little errant there. Well done, though. They're going to recover, but it's going to go as far as Tommy Keast. So Keast gives it back to Noski. Noski kicks it out wide, so it's a foot race. First to it is to the Blues, and that is James Norton. Gives it to Cody. Cody goes short. Spore was affected by Noski. Comes to Grundy. Grundy got it back to Noski. Noski got it back further afield to Joe, not Higgins. It was Keast. That was Tom. Down the line, a good contested mark taken by Jackson Bell on centre wing. Bell plays on. He's got a man on his own and a good lead. Taken out there by Reggie Mars. Plays on. Kicks it to the goal square, and up they go, and a good mark in the end. And that's good movement of the footy by the Blues. So this shot will be taken by Angus Lowe. He'll line up for his second of the afternoon. And again, he'll bring the Blues back to within 1 point. So neither team, Alan Blackburn, can get, a couple of goals up, can they? No. It's just goal for goal, which is terrific.
Good run by Reggie Mars. Nice kick. Put it out in front of young Lowe, and he's taken a mark straight in front.
They actually look a little bit better in space, the Blues, I reckon. So here's Lowe. He's only about 35 metres out directly in front. Shouldn't have a problem, really. Drop punt on its way. It's swinging enough, and it's a goal. So that's his second of the afternoon. Angus Lowe and the Blues go to 5-3. That's 33 on the Solomons Blinds and Flooring and Blinds scoreboard, and they trail the North Warrnambool Eagles 5-4-34. Down on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus and Mobility Movement Solutions. Scotty Carter, they're entertaining us, these boys out here today.
Good game of footy, Poss. A bit of an arm wrestle at the moment, and as I mentioned, that move of Jackson Bell to half-back just set up that last goal, so yeah, don't mind it at all.
So umpire Stevie Walker, he's about to get things underway again. This game's ebbing and flowing. We've ticked over 15.5 minutes in this second term on the league contracting time clock. Keast just misses the kick off the ground that time. That was Harry. He goes low again. He's wrapped up. He gets his handball out further afield. Could have been a high tackle on
think he was
Tommy
blinded.
Keast.
He was blinded by it, yeah.
And anyway, the umpire says let's have a ball up. So it'll be Vardy and Radley again. They've been at each other all game. Vardy wins this one down. Here goes Jai Turlin for the Blues. Pumps him into attack again. Getting back there was Scoble. There goes Wines. Adam Wines gets it further afield to Noski. Noski carries the football out wide. Good kick. Just goes through the hands that time of Callum Grundy. Anders is there. He gets it further afield to Keast. That's Tommy. And his kick skews off the side and goes out of bounds on the full. And we will have a free kick to the Blues. And it'll be Mitchie Bidmaid who'll get that resultant free kick.
Yes, so Bidmaid. Good to have him back, actually. He's going to hand it over now to Fletcher Timms. So it's going to be Timms to take the kick. A little bit of a lull has allowed the Eagles to get numbers back, so Timms has to kick long. Getting back is Big Vardy, and he'll take an uncontested mark in the end, Big Vards. So he's marked at half-back for the Eagles. He's called to play on. Now he's going to go short down the line, but chipping in and taking a good mark in the end. That might have been Steer, I think. So he's going to play on. He's going to belt it back forward. Now he elects to go short. Affecting the spoil out there was Lewis, I think it was. Now he might have been legged. He was. So he's now it's been called advantage. Top of the goal score, all on his own is Reggie Mars, but he misjudged it. Cody gets it and kicks his third.
Oh, wow. Gee whiz, Scoble hit the fence there too hard.
Gee, that looked like a comedy of errors early there, Blackie, because Reggie Mars just didn't judge the ball at all. It was a little fluky little spin, I think, but Cody had the awareness to get in behind him, Initially couldn't take possession of the footy, but had enough awareness to kick it off the ground or out of mid-air, and he's kicked his third, and he's put the Blues in front, 6-3-39. They lead the North Warrnambool Eagles 5-4-34, but just good forward craft by Cody, wasn't it?
Terrific. 4-1, they kicked for the quarter, and North Warrnambool 2-2, so inside 50s is 9 to Warrnambool, and just a 6 for North Warrnambool.
Just keep an eye on Scable too, boys. He hit the fence really, really hard, and he's a little bit sore. He's just regathered himself now. So ball back in the middle. Here goes Turlin again. He's been absolutely magnificent. He kicks further afield. Diving mark. Good mark too. And Lowe is going to go back and have a shot for his third of the afternoon. He's providing some headaches up forward. Generally plays across half back through that midfield, but he's obviously spending a bit more time forward.
He took it low.
He did.
The centre clearance was unbelievable. He's playing well, Jai Turlin. That's their 6th centre clearance for the quarter.
Still think the midfield of Warrnambool at the moment, Bidmay, Turlin, just on top. I reckon Jackson Grundy's is the one they're missing, the Eagles, through that midfield. So Lowe comes in. He's about 20 metres out. Oh, he doesn't strike it that well. To be honest, he shanked it.
No good.
And it goes through for a minor score. So a let-off for the Eagles there. 6-4-40 Warrnambool. 5-4-34 the North Warrnambool Eagles. That's on the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard. Scotty Carter downstairs.
He's sort of player, low. If he gets front position, he's pretty hard to move off the contest. He's strong through the hips. So, don't mind him playing deep forward.
Yeah, there's a few positional changes, isn't there, Tildy, for the Blues, which, as you said, Jackson Bell is one of those, and although he's pushing up a little bit higher now, so the ball's out on that far outer side half-forward line. He's paid a free kick here, Stevie Walker, for a throw. The free kick's going to go to the Blues, and it's Jared Lewis. So Lewis, always a good ball user. This is no exception. Finds Wines. That's Matthew on centre wing. He'll reel under that left foot. He does. Another little short one, but chipping in is Bell. Takes the mark and plays on. So they're on their bike. So Jackson Bell goes forward. Outnumbered here. The Blues up. They went low for a spec. He couldn't take it. Come out to Scoble. He's recovered. Noski got it out wider. He gave it to Lewis, and Lewis goes short. And they'll relieve off half back the North Warrnambool Eagles. So kick down the line, can't quite pick up who that is. Wines at the back flies, but intercepting at the front. That was a great mark taken under a lot of pressure. Might have been Fletcher Timms. I think it there, so he plays on. Goes back to where it came. Lewis goes, elects to punch, probably could have nearly marked it. Come out there to Reggie Mast. He's under pressure. He was spun, but he wasn't really retarded. But the umpire has paid holding the ball, and the free kick's going to go to Noski. He's been good off half-back too today. So we have to start thinking. We're getting deep into this second quarter. Matthews, patrolling player of the day, of course. Brennan, his first quarter was brilliant. He marks it unattended on half-back. Now he elects to go back in board again to Wines. So this is Luke Wines. Started forward, now he's back. He can't find an option, so he goes short out the wide to his brother Adam in 250. He goes again to Noski. Noski goes short again. Little kick to McKinnon. Little slow to get rid of it, but eventually he does. Ball goes down the line again, but getting in the road and affecting a good intercept mark out there. Was it Riley Holloway?
Good young kid, I tell you what. He's certainly got a bright future. Nice mark too there by James Chittick. The Chittick's pie. Geez, they're good too, aren't they? They'll sell plenty of them during the week, May race week. So Chittick goes out further afield.
Good kick.
Oh,
good
that's a good mark by big Reggie. Talk about Jukes. Jukes put that one down as a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone highlight of the day contender. Bolshy and the boys, geez, they're good. There's none better in the tie game than those boys. They do everything. They are absolutely sensational. Good mark there by Lewis. Now, just talking about the Bolsh boys to the Peter Bolsh and Whalers Hotel Quaddy comp. The numbers, mark these numbers down. We're about 15 minutes off the first leg. 2, 4, 5, 6 and 9. First leg. 2, 4, 5, 6 and 9 into 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7. It's 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7. 2, 4, 6 and 8 in the third leg. 2, 4, 6 and 8.
2, 4, 6, 8.
And the final leg, 1, 5, 8, 9 and 12. So he's gone wide.
Is he on the board this year, Oz?
Not yet. 10% of the quaddy today, but he has gone wide, the big fella. Talking about going wide. Free kick's been plucked out here. It's going to go to Big Vards.
Yep.
For a hold off the ball, and that's what he does when he goes forward. He just demands attention, doesn't he, boys?
He does.
He does. That ball was always going over his head, and he just drew a crowd, didn't he? Drew a contest.
Usually really good at finishing too, the big fella. So Nathan Vardy, this is to square it all up, right on the cusp of half-time. We've ticked over 22 and a half minutes, so we've still got a little bit of time to play.
I think Jai Turlin's come off for his first time for the day, boys, for a quick spell.
So Vardy, 20 metres out, comes in. Oh, he's missed it, the big fella.
Geez, you've stopped a few today already, Stewie.
Put the blockers on him badly.
Fair dinkum. I could stop a freight train at the moment, too.
Well, let's hope it doesn't continue this week, mate.
No. Unbelievable. So, it is 5-5-35 the Eagles, 6-4-40 the Blues. Here goes Jackson Bell. Kicks out wide. Bidmade's a target. Fist in the end by Bishop. Big trucky Keith, he's going nowhere. He's wrapped up by Big Reggie. Couple of big units going at each other. Bit of Ginger getting up there too. Keep an eye on that. All thanks to Croyd Pharmacy on Reggie.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a strapping on the left.
In the ruck, boys.
On the left knee too, Reg. So Weymouth and Wines. Wines got it down. Only went as far as Bidmade. Picked up by McKinnon. McKinnon squares his left foot, top of the goal square, looking for Vardy. Couldn't take the mark. Spill short. Snap at goal. Well, that was by Roy Higgins. And it's gone over the line and out of bounds on the full. So free kick will be taken deep in defence by the Blues. And it'll be Riley Holloway. So 6-4-40 Warrnambool, 5-5-35. That's North Warrnambool Eagles. 24 minutes almost played in this second quarter, least contracting time clock. So the ball's deep in the pocket. You might do the old Joe the Goose here over the top. No. So kick down the line. Weymouth might have got a push in the back. Chitty couldn't mark. Gathered at the back nicely by Lewis. Left foot kick back. Oh, Zach Averill went straight through his hands. Picked up by Steer. Steer's handball only went as far as Matthew Wines. He's wrapped up. Somehow he got it out, but not before the umpire said no. I'll ball it up right on the 50-metre line on that far outside wing, Alan Blackburn.
Doesn't matter change. Young Anders has gone on to Luke Cady now, so he'll have his work cut out there. A bit more pace, I think. Anders is pretty quick.
And Sinnott's stats, Blackie, who's leading the 50s inside at this stage?
North Warrnambool have had 9 inside 50s for their 2 goals, 3. And the Warrnambool Blues have had 11 for their 4 goals, 2. So pretty good conversion there by the Blues.
Here the Eagles again try to build something. Just happy to see it out there is Liam Bidmate, and the ball will go out of bounds. And we'll have a ball up. So 25 minutes gone, second term. Blues lead by 5 points. Entertaining game of Hampton League Live this afternoon. Big Opie Weymouth just double fists that one down. Bottom of the pack there is Wines, who's moved into the ruck. Certainly something I reckon we might see a little bit more of. They might even run with this in the second half, with Big Vards being a big target up forward. 0-all draw that time. A bit of a fend off there by McKinnon. That's Sam. He goes further afield, sitting underneath it. Averill. Good fist away by Timms. Handball comes out. Charlie McKinnon further afield. Good work there. Coming through there is Higgins. He can't quite gather. They're going in nice and hard. Anyway, it's a physical contest, isn't it, boys?
I don't mind. Warrnambool impressed me, actually. They're going really well. Their clearance works good. Their contested works good. They move the ball well. So
midfield's on top, I reckon, too, at the moment.
Yeah.
I reckon with Anders going into that midfielder plays into the Blues' hands. Here goes Jackson Bell, reading it off the pack beautifully, high up and under. Going back, Scoble. They just did talk to each other there, Brennan and Scoble, but Scoble's good enough to go and get it again. He kicks further afield out, looking for Averill. Just goes over the top, misses the target, tries to flick it to himself, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, and down on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions. Jai Turlin back on the ground, Scotty Carter.
Yeah, he's back on post. I reckon he's nearly had 15 to 20 in the first half, mate. He's been probably best on for mine.
And certainly one of our contenders for Matthews Petroleum, our player of the day, of course, walks away with that magnificent $50 fuel voucher. Here's an old wobbler. McKinnon grabbed it, got a handball out. Oh, it was a chance for the Blues. He couldn't quite gather it. That was O'Brien.
And I think Poss, the other guy who is performing pretty well, is one of our favourites on Hampton League Live, Jared Lewis across half-back. Just racks up touches every week, doesn't he?
You'd almost put him in as a candidate before the game starts, wouldn't you? Because he just does his job every week.
And very rarely gets beaten in the air for a small player.
He doesn't. And this is Holloway for the Blues. Kicks it long out towards the wing. Up they go. Good mark. Good stretchy mark was by Chittick. So James Chittick, he's tucked in on the half-back flank. He's probably going to have to kick down the line. He does. So long kick. Who have we got? at the back. Lewis backing back with courage. Grabbed by Turlin. Just back on the ground and gets a possession. Got it again, Turlin. So here we go. Marking contest. Cody been dangerous and he marked it, I think.
No.
Hasn't he? No, they
Jump
might have
ball.
both had a little bit of it.
Jump ball
in basketball terms for sure.
Might have been a bit stiff there, Coach, to be honest.
Well, so there'll be a ball up, and I suppose...
That's a good contest, him and Scoville at the moment, isn't it?
Great
It's
contest.
Really good contest. I think Scoville had the points first quarter and clearly Cody second quarter.
I think Anders has gone on to him. So
Wines and Radley. Grabbed by Noski. Back on. No, the kick went nowhere. There might be another ball up here shortly. I think there is. There will be. It's gone out of bounds, in fact. So there'll be a throw in deep in the forward pocket for the Blues, doing all the attacking. They've won the quarter. 6-4-40. They lead currently 5-5-35. We've played 28 minutes on the Leeds contracting time clock. Another opportunity for the Blues. So Radley and Wines, that's Adam, took it out of the ruck, got a little boot on it. A bit of an old wobbler. It's grabbed out there. It might have been by Holloway. Geez, he's got some skills. Gets it over the top. He'll be a flying shot at goal by the Blues. It's gone to the top of the goal square, but that man Lewis is there. Wines, that's Adam. He relieves. Gone for the barrel. Who's underneath this? Oh, flying from behind. Big collision. It's grabbed by Anders. That's Liam. And umpire Steve Walker will ball it up.
I tell you what, Harley Cobb not playing for the Eagles today too, so they are missing a bit of grunt through that midfield.
Especially when you throw in Jackson Grundy too, Stewie.
That's it. So certainly missed, that is for sure. Big fist that time, read beautifully by Steer though. He bangs it forward. Going back there was Wells. He was fisted away. Picked up by Keith. He gets it to Brennan. Brennan has a bounce. Handball over the top. Further afield to a running teammate there in Gorman. He goes further afield to Everell. Good mark under pressure there too. Looking for 50. Not going to come. Pressure come from Cowling. Everell now. He plays on. Kicks it deep into the pocket. Matty Wines the target. He doesn't let him down. And the siren goes. So right on half time. Right in front of the scoreboard. The Solomon's Firing and Blind scoreboard. Snooze Wines. He would have kicked plenty of these at training. We've already had one kick from this quarter, from this spot, this game. So the Snooze. This is the hit the front for the Eagles. They trail by 5 points. Comes in. Kicks on its way.
Oh, it's a goal.
I tell you what, there's a Lucas Brothers snag of the day. And the Eagles go in at half time, 6-5-41. They lead the Blues 6-4-40. And what a great finish to finish this second quarter in the first half, Alan Blackburn.
Beautiful goal by the Snooze man from the boundary in front of the scoreboard. 3-4 for the quarter. North Warrnambool kick to the Blues 4-2. Inside 50 for that quarter. 14 to the North Warrnambool Eagles and 16 to Warrnambool. 3 marks for Warrnambool inside 50, same as North Warrnambool, but very even corner. So goal kickers, Angus Slade kicked a couple, Luke Cady kicked 3 in that quarter, Liam Bitmays kicked 1, Harry Keast 1, Luke Wines 1, Callum Grundy 1, Charlie McKinnon a couple in that corner, and Matty Wines finished off with a beautiful goal late in the game.
Interesting, Blackie, wasn't it? Like they did all the hard work, the Blues, and they're still going to go in at half-time trailing by that one behind. So, good goal on the siren.
Good game of footy.
Real good game of footy. So a 1 point lead to the North Warrnambool Eagles at half-time over the Warrnambool Blues. We caught up with Will White in the pre-game, boys. We're going to replay and rehash that interview at half-time. It is the half-time bake at the break, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. They are the best in the business. Don't worry about that. They've got the best chips and gravy this side of the South Australian border, to be honest. They are unbelievable. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with second half on the other side of this.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature.
Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop. Open up the shop, time for gift, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Hampton League Live.
For Sungold, fresh local milk. Ponting's Mitre 10, Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Story, he's a kid that's worked his absolute butt off. He hasn't gone through the normal system to get into the AFL system, but he's just worked hard, put his head down, played some great football, and he's been rewarded with some senior games at the Carlton Football Club, and he's taken them with both hands. He was magnificent against your Kangaroos last week, Tildy, and his name's Will White, and he's been kind enough to join us. How are you, Willie?
Hey, Stewie, hey, boys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Will. Mate, what a great story, and you must still be kind of, I suppose, kicking yourself, or just every day you wake up, mate, you must be just with a smile on the dial. You must be so happy.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, it's a great club to go to. Obviously, I was in the VFL, so I had a few connections through that. But yeah, wake up every day, getting to train with the best. It's there's nothing better, and just the facilities. It's it's awesome. I love every minute of it.
Hey, Will, first game a few weeks ago, mate, on the big stage I think it was the Friday night, mate. Came on the ground and had a touch in the first probably minute you're on the ground, mate. That must have been a relief to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah, it was good. It was I'll never forget it. It was against Sidebar. I sort of told him that was pretty cool getting me first touch against him. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. That was a bit of a memory, and then. Yeah, it just went on from there. Obviously, it was a disappointing result, but I'm just trying to learn each week. They're obviously a quality opposition, so I feel like it's held me in good set, especially getting a couple wins and then coming into Geelong. It's going to be, an awesome experience. I'm excited.
Well, what's the step up to, Will? You know, like you talk about, like 12 months ago, mate, you're playing out here for South Warrnambool, and you're playing VFL for Carlton. But just take us through, like, how much hotter is the footy and just the pressure and the crowd atmosphere in that first game against Collingwood? You know, how much more percent is it up on a game that you're used to playing?
I always get nervous for a game, even if I was playing at South. So it's actually it's quite the same, to be honest. Obviously, the footy's pretty hot early, and you're obviously playing against more quality opposition, and then there's a bit more that probably goes into it structure-wise. At the end of the day, it's sort of just playing your role. It's funny, like, I'm obviously really close to South Warrnambool, my local club, talked down a fair bit. It's not really much different, like, just trying to work hard, and obviously fundamentals are key. It's just probably executing my role, and obviously playing on some high-quality football is probably just trying to nullify ways and using my strength to, beat my opponent. So that's probably the most hardest thing. And then, just obviously the footy's a bit quicker, so just being able to, play my role and work off that.
Well, interested today, mate, about the lead up to you being added to the list. Obviously, it all was just a big whirlwind for everyone else outside looking in. 40 days or whatever it was before the season started. Were you kept in the loop leading into that time where, was the club saying to you, listen, if a position does open up, there is a possibility we're going to add you to the list, or, were you kept in the picture as to what was potentially going to happen?
Yeah, Carlton were great. They, I obviously went through the supplement draft, so I got the opportunity to train with them through the summer, and obviously got the disappointing news that I didn't get picked up, but I sort of came into that just thinking if it doesn't happen, I'm just going to do the best I can and know that still got good footy ahead of me, and there's obviously ways to getting the system. Now, that's the best part about, I guess, the AFL system that's probably changed over the years, is it's not the be-all, end-all with the draft, and that's probably what I thought early on, and then I just tried to work hard. But then, obviously, when I didn't get picked up, to be honest, I probably just wanted to play good footy with Carlton VFL and probably a few more wins under the board, and then hopefully look to mid-year. And then, obviously, Jagger went down, which was very disappointing. And then it happened pretty quick from there. I would say the media found out quicker than my parents, so it's funny how it can all change pretty quick. But, Carlton were great with all that. So it was quite easy transition, to be honest, because they made it pretty easy with all that stuff.
Just on that, was there any interest from anyone else?
Oh, not really. I didn't really try and look into it, to be honest. My manager's pretty good with all that stuff. He sort of dealt with all that stuff. I probably just wanted to deal with Carlton, and just because it happened so quick with the SSP period, I was sort of focused on Carlton and didn't really want to know about any other club. But I was looking towards the mid-season with other clubs, potentially, but a lot can change in the next couple of weeks. So I just looked to, I guess, the next game, and I played on that Saturday. So I'll be honest, I just wanted to play my role on that Saturday and get a win.
Well done, mate, on what you've achieved so far. Big game tomorrow against the mighty Cats at the MCG, so probably looking at another 80 or 90,000, mate. And then the week after, you go to Adelaide on the Saturday. So do they give you a format of what's planned out for the week straight after the game, say, tomorrow, and when you're training and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we have it. Yeah, Carlton are really good. It's pretty they're pretty specific the way they go about it. We probably know a month in advance at least what we're actually doing. But yeah, I just take it week by week, to be honest. I'm sort of that person that just wants to get better every day. Whether I'm playing in the VFL or AFL, nothing really changes. For me personally, I just try and get the best out of myself every day and learn off the best. And obviously we have training. We had a 9-day break this week, so we've had a couple really good hit-outs, which are probably rare, which I've been told, especially with the 6-day turnaround to Adelaide, I believe it is, so it can affect how much training you do get in, but there's obviously a lot of meetings that go into it. But yeah, I'll just be looking for tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be hopefully a good day, and it's going to be a big crowd, so it's going to be a good occasion.
Hey, Will, when we're watching on TV and when we're down in the ground spectating, mate, it's amazing how far you guys run in a game of footy and how much ground you cover. Can you just give us an indication of how many k's you run on a normal match day?
Yeah. I'm actually trying to focus a bit on my high speed more so than kilometres. So that's sort of been the way that we try and play. That's something that I've tried to get into my game. So I work closely with the high performance. I'm trying to probably hit around anywhere from 12 to 14 k's in a game. yeah, that's probably the stock stand. And then I just try and work on my high speed. I just think in this day and age, you see it firsthand, like Sungold and obviously Myers has been playing, and them Brad Close are trying to emulate a bit of what they do. I just think they cover the game so well and are so explosive. So that's something that I've just been working on. It's been great with the facilities we have and obviously the equipment we have these days to be able to see where we're at. That's helped me in good stead to be able to work on a couple of things. So hopefully I can continue to do that.
Who would be the player in the blue side that run the most case, mate?
Matt Cottrell, yeah. He's on the wing. He would run probably 15k or Ollie Holland. So yeah, it's a bit of a hard one trying to keep up with him, connecting with him. But yeah, just try and learn off him. He's an elite runner. So yeah, go really well.
I tell you what, mate, you should be super proud of yourself, buddy. A magnificent story and doing really, really good things, which is exciting. And another big crowd there tomorrow, mate. So you kind of you're being thrust into the spotlight and the limelight, and it's probably the only way to go, to be honest. So good on you, buddy. Well done.
Thank you. Appreciate the calls, boys.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
I'm Dan Tehan. I care deeply about our local communities and what matters to you. We need a Liberal government to get Australia back on track. We'll build a stronger economy to take pressure off inflation. We'll support our small businesses and farmers.
Better.
I'll fight to ease the cost of living and fix our roads. We need a better government to get back to basics. With your support, I'll keep delivering for you.
Authorised by Dan Tehan, Liberal Party, Hamilton.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and we're ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vets. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hint to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor-outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool. Sure.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Live on your Saturday afternoon. We hope you're enjoying a cracking game of footy. Scoreboard's gone again here. They're having awful trouble out here at the Bushfield Recreation Reserve, but it is a 1-point lead to the North Warrnambool Eagles over the South Warrnambool Roosters as they reset. Les little Buff Miller, what a legend he is too, an absolute champion little buffer. And Tildy, Blackie, Possum, looking forward to the second half. Who wins from here, boys?
Yeah, good game of footy. Centre clearance is Warrnambool well on top, 9-4 in that. The bum, so North need to pick that up. General around the ground, they're moving the ball pretty well, aren't they? Warrnambool, Katie's kicked 3, Angus Lowe's kicked a couple. All depends. North use the ball a bit better going forward. They might be a chance, but still pretty even for me. Probably North for me still.
Till?
I think I'll tip the Blues, boys. I'm happy to stay with that at the moment.
Posse?
Yeah, well, this quarter's going to be interesting because I think if either of the teams can get a break, could go a long way to winning the game. So this third quarter, both sides won't want to undo the really hard grinding work they've done in that first half. So interesting second half coming up, boys.
I've got the jumper on too, boys. It has cooled off a little bit out here. So this time the tap is one down by Vardy, coming through as low. He's kicked a couple of goals, dives on the football, looking for holding the ball. Up past Stevie Walker. He's going to deliver. He just sat on it. He was like hatching it. Don't give away 50 here.
He has.
He's going to give away 50. Oh, that'd be that's a coach killer. That is a coach killer for mine because he had every opportunity to roll off that pill there for mine, boys. And this is not the ideal start. They don't want to be having a shot on goal. It is.
It's a short 50.
Lukey Wines, it was a short 50, wasn't it? You want to be buying land off umpire Stevie Walker.
Buy a fridge off him out of Harvey Norman. One of our
he's good. One of our great sponsors.
Computers, of course.
Luke Wine comes in and he pulls it to the right and it goes through for a minor score. So a let off, so a 2-point lead past the Eagles.
Not his strong point, boys. Goal kicking, I don't think.
No, so 6-5-41.
We're alive in the quaddie.
6-6-42.
Live in the quaddie. The fave gets up, boys.
Is that first leg?
First leg.
Long way to go.
Who are we playing for, Stu?
Still hope.
Maddie. We're playing for Maddie.
Maddie
Ryland. So the Blues come out to this near side wing. Big Vardy went up, couldn't take the mark. Falls back to Brennan. Brennan got it to number 22 is Tommy Keese, but he couldn't get rid of it, so the ball will be thrown up. Dead set centre wing. Still plenty of sunshine here, although it's got a little bit cooler at Bushfield. Vardy got the tap out. Falls to the back, and again it's forced over the line out of bounds. So we'll have another boundary throw in.
And a thank you to the North Warrnambool ladies for beautiful.
Very good, Blackie.
Afternoon tea, sandwiches and some slices. Well done.
Beautiful. Looked after us magnificently well, wasn't it? That's chocolate fudge brownie. Something to behold.
Big Vardy. Got a tap down. Come out towards Wines. Now's a chance for Luke Wines, but he can't get it. He's come right in front of us here. So batter on right in front of us here at Bushfield Recreation Reserve this afternoon. So a slow start. The one scoring opportunity by the North Warrnambool Eagles. They lead 6-6-42, Warrnambool 6-4-40. So Vardy gets rid of Weymouth, goes for the big bang, but getting back onto it will be Cyril Turlin. Little Jai couldn't handle it. It might have been a dangerous tackle. No, there's balls. He's called play on, so Wines gets it, but he can't gather it. And again, we'll have another boundary throw in right dead set centre wing, Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate. Bad miss there by Lukey Wines. Got the 50-metre penalty from the centre break and got to make the most of them opportunities, the boys.
You do. So Weymouth gets the front position to Vardy. Vardy got the tap down beautifully to Luke Wines. He spun, but he was good enough to get it out towards Bishop. Bishop got it back again from Wines, so he kicks the centre half forward, an old wobbler. Ground level, that was good by O'Brien. O'Brien got it out towards Grundy. Grundy got it to Matthew Wines. He dodges one, has a snap, and it has bounced through.
Good goal.
His second, and he's kicked back-to-back goals because, of course, he kicked the last goal of the second quarter after the siren. I'm not sure the intention was to dribble it through like that. Scotty cut it down on the boundary line for B&B Furniture and Mobility Movement Solutions, but nevertheless he got the same result.
Yeah, it's good chain of handballs though from the Eagles, wasn't it? Linked up 3 or 4 handballs, pretty impressive, opened up some space for Wines. Just think, Stewie, we were talking about earlier in the day how the Eagles might be a little bit skinny in the midfield today without, Grundy and Cobb and obviously losing Boomham. Good way to cover that might be to sit on an opposition midfielder, and to me at the moment, don't mind the move. I think Keith might be going to Joel Turner. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, good call. He's a good stop-down player too, and they need to tighten up on Turlin because he was the best man on the ground in the first half. And here he goes right on cue. He's gang tackled that time, though.
Your big Vards tackling you from behind like that.
The tall and the short, wasn't it?
Interesting, boys. Adam Wines has gone on to the dangerous Luke Cody now. So
Luke Wines is in the middle.
Here he goes.
Adam, I mean. Sorry.
Tommy Keith. So the kick goes forward again for the Eagles. Stover running the football that time. There goes Wines again. Gets a handball further afield to O'Brien. Reading it well there is Holloway. This kid's got plenty of skill and plenty of talent. Kick goes forward, just misses the target. There goes little Chopper Lewis to Bishop, to Keith, to Wine. Steps through a bit of traffic but goes over the boundary line. And we are going to have a ball up. Smack bang on centre wing. So the Eagles out to an 8-point lead now. 4.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. It's going to be Big Opie up against Big Vards. There goes McKinnon back to Adam Wines to Keist. That's Tommy. He goes further afield to the snooze man. Coming through there is Radley. Jackson Bell, good gather. Gets it to Norton. Norton over the top to Turlin. Back to Norton. Gets a handball further afield. Jackson Bell under pressure. Wrapped up in a tackle. And umpire Stevie Walker says, let's have a ball up.
Indeed we will. True centre wing position. So 5.5 minutes almost played in this third quarter. So up it goes. Oh, it's a bad throw up, but it's taken by Weymouth. Palmed it down to the advantage of Keith, but he overrun it. It's taken away there by Fletcher Timms. He retreats, comes back inboard to Norton. Norton goes down the line under pressure. It stood his ground was Manane. So Tyler Manane got a player further afield. This is Angus Lowe.
Good kick.
And 50 metres.
There too, boys.
Yeah, he's just ran through the mark down on the boundary line there for B&B Furniture Plus and Mobility Solutions. He is coming off the ground.
Yep.
In all fairness to Harris, but he's ran straight through the mark, Tildy.
That happened in the grand final last year too, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't mention the wall. Okay.
Puts him 25 out, boys.
Yeah, and Angus Young's got an opportunity to kick his third. He had an opportunity to kick his third in that second quarter and missed. He's only a matter of 25 metres out. Really no angle to speak of. So Lowe needs to take advantage of this 50-metre penalty and bring the Blues back to within 2 points. Lowe, and he has missed again to the left. 6-5.
Kick this.
Oh, he has! Jeez, I thought that went to the left. You got better eyes than me, Tilt. Well, you don't wear glasses, I do. So his third of the afternoon. That is off the boot of Angus Lowe, and the Blues hit back 7-4-46. They trailed the Warrnambool Eagles 7-6-48. We've played almost 7 minutes of this third quarter on the Lee's contracting time clock. Alan Blackburn.
It was a costly one. It's can happen though, doesn't it? In the heat of the moment. Unlucky probably for the player there, but made the most of it, and that's kicked his third goal.
Been good up forward low for mine. Here goes McKinnon. He gets a handball further afield that time to O'Brien. Jackson Bell, good mark, been good across half-back, really starting to impose himself into this contest. Bidmate, kick just missed the target there. He done pretty well. Handball over the top now for Harry Gorman. Oh, that was a falcon there for a young Carter. And Luke Wine steps through traffic, and that is a really
another wobbler
goal. But I'll tell you what, the quick answer and the quick response. He doesn't like the set shots, but he's happy to do one on the run. And the Eagles, they get 8-6-54. So that was a quick response. The Blues 7-4-46. So back out to an 8-point lead. And that is goal number 2 for Lukey Wines.
Yeah, it was a funny one, wasn't it? Like a wobbly old kick and a bit of a turnover there, Tilt.
And even Fatsy Carter just kind of, it was like a falcon, wasn't it?
Still 6 points on the scoreboard, Stewie. That's all that matters. But it's one of those games, boys. Just no side can go into sentencing, can they?
No, and that's happened a fair bit throughout the day, hasn't it? Quick answer by the team that's kicked the goal
even
before.
in general play, boys, normally you get a vibe that one side's on top, but not today.
Weymouth and Vardy. Vardy came over the top to get the tap down. Now he butters up to grab it again, but he's wrapped up in the tackle, and umpire Stevie Walker will do it all again. Slap bang in the middle of Bushfield Oval here this afternoon. 7-4-46 the Blues. They trail 8-6-54 the North Warrnambool Eagles. So here's a clearance by the Blues. Comes to Lowe. Man, beautifully taken on the run by Dwyer. Now he gets it over to Bidmaid. The bounce didn't favour him, though. And it's grabbed by Bailey Keese before he's wrapped up in a tackle, and the ball up will be done about 40 metres out from the Warrnambool goal.
Tell us, Tildy, about Zach Dwyer, because he played senior footy a few years ago and didn't see much of him last year, Tilt, but he's been good today.
Yeah, he has, Stewie. I don't obviously know a lot about Zach, to be honest, but I think he suffered an injury there. Was it last year? I'm pretty sure he missed a bit of footy, mate, but it's good to see him back out there today, and definitely puts his head over the footy, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's been good.
250 gamer Adam Wines got it to Keese, and it goes back to Wines. Now he's under pressure. That was really done by Liam Bidmate. He's kicked a miraculous goal from this position early. Gets it over to Reggie Mast. Mast will get it over to Cody. Cody will run onto it. He'll grab it. He'll wobble. He'll drop it. He won't do nothing with it. And he's got away with it.
That's a goal.
Kicked it off the ground for a goal.
What?
That's his fourth of the afternoon.
Diego Maradona
That was
style.
I think he's kicked it off his soul. And I think he just wants to make him hard, Alan Blackburn. He's got his fourth of the afternoon. The Blues have hit back, and they're trailed by just 2 points.
Definitely an opportunity goal there. It was that's his fourth. He's a hard man. He's on, Tilt.
He is, mate. He is. As I said, I was a little bit critical that he wasn't giving much in the first quarter, but since then he's kicked 4 out of 8, so can't do much more than that. Just wonder what the Eagles are going to do with Adam Wines for the rest of the day, boys, because I actually think Angus Lowe's on top there at centre half forward.
Yeah, and Wines, I think, gives them a bit on the ball too, doesn't he? So
think
do you
he does
throw
too,
Vardy
Poss.
back into the goal square and put Wines back onto the ball? Who knows? Speaking of Wines, it's grabbed by Matthew.
I reckon that's what they'll do. They'll run with that in the last quarter, I reckon, the Eagles. Vardy will go forward, and I reckon Wines might go into the ruck.
Speaking of Vardy, he's going to mark from Lewis. No, he's not. Ball spills free to Huey Morgan.
Good play.
Puret was good. Got it out to Manane. He's been pretty good too. So marking contest, Reggie Mast runs onto it. Reggie puts it to the boot and kicks another one.
Put that down, I'd say.
That was nice sharking off the pack by Reggie Mast. He kicks his first of the afternoon. He kicks the Blues ninth, and they've hit the front 9-4. That's 58 on the Solomons Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. And they lead the North Warrnambool 8-6-64. That's about taking the most of your opportunities down on the boundary line, Scotty Carter.
I like the way Mast goes about it. He's got a little bit of excitement about him, hasn't he? He sort of drifts in and out of the play a bit, but when he's in the vicinity of the footy, he just gives you the indication that something's going to happen.
He's big and strong. That's what he is. And he's still only 19 years of age.
And the thing with him is that he's now a pure Warrnambool player, having finished, Rebels duties and stuff. So he's going to be able to really concentrate on his footy now.
Yeah.
He's been good, that is for sure. Vards just tries a big double fister going forward. Here comes McKinnon. He can't quite get it. Yes, he gets a handball further afield now to Grundy. Coming through. Look at the digger. He goes bang. He's smooth, the Blues. They just got a bit of a run on here. Here goes that man again. Reggie, look at the big fella. He's leading him a merry dance. Back to Cody. All could have been taken high. Umpire says yes. And all of a sudden, the Blues have got a run on here, and the Eagles have got to stop the rut because Cody's going to go back and have a shot.
Just as likely to kick this too, Stewie.
Well, it's the pocket that Snooze Wines kicked one right on the half-time siren, nearly the same spot.
With his left foot, though.
I reckon the wind's favouring just that little way down that end towards the Mortlake end. So Cody, he's kicked 4. This is to make it number 5. Comes in. Kicks on its way. No, he doesn't like it. I just look straight for the reaction. But the Blues, they get a 9-5-59. Eagles 8-6-54.
Well, a goal there to Cody would have doubled his season tally because he's kicked 5 coming into this game, so he's got 4 this afternoon. So kick out from Lewis. Goes to Noski. Been pretty serviceable today. Noski across half-back for the Eagles. Now he's going to kick down the line. Try to honour a lead. A good mark over the top there by Wines. That's Matthew Wines. He's coming into the game this quarter too. Well, he's good every week, isn't he, really? So Wines, not quite sure what to do. He too's going to have to go down the line. Go's little chip pass was good, but I think it's gone out of bounds on the full. It has, so the relieving free kick will go to the Blues.
Defended that well all day, the Blues.
They have. They've forced them to kick down the line, haven't they, Tilt?
There's been many turnovers from their back line today, Possum.
Yeah, which is good. So a little kick will come over the top, and the mark will be taken by Bell. Bell plays on immediately. Goes to centre half forward to the hot spot. Keith from behind affects the ball. Goes to Turland. Oh, little quick handball. Only went as far as Brennan. Brennan come out to Luke Wines. Luke Wines got it out to Harris. Harris goes a little chip kick to Matthew Wines. Marks plays on. Kicks it inboard to Lewis. So the veterans combining. Back to Adam Wines in 250. He goes short. Good mark taken out there by Grundy. That was Callum. Now's a chance for Adam Mines to put it into the forward 50 again. Oh, Cowlin missed what he probably should have taken. It's off ground level. Well done out there. It might have been by Chittick, was it? Kicks down the line. Here's a good mark by Dwyer. Spilled it, but he's got time to recover. No, he hasn't. He dropped it again. Harris at ground level. Couldn't pick it up. Dwyer's in there again. On hands and knees. Harris tackles him, and I think the umpire will come in and ball it up. No, he lets it go. Still fighting for the footy. Big Vardy is a chance. Paddles it out to Luke Wines. Luke Wines got one right. He's shotgun at the back. Now Grundy's got it across to Adam Wines. Adam Wines comes wider to Brennan, and Brennan will go short. And a good little kick comes off to Grundy, and that'll be 50.
That's 50.
Oh, he didn't pay it. So this is Harry Keast. So Harry Keast goes short, and a good mark taken by
Zach
McKinnon.
Dwyer knew that he did that himself.
This is 50, is it? No. So McKinnon.
It's just the umpire getting excited.
This is Charlie. He's kicked to this afternoon. Big kick to the top of the goal square. Vardy's there. He couldn't mark it. Off the pack was grabbed there by Keast. That was Tom. Going nowhere. The Blues will clear because they got the numbers here. They'll run it out. And good use of the footy coming inboard. Here's Cyril. He's brilliant. Oh, good little pirouette there was by number 10. That was Austin Steer. Here's a foot race. Can they get to it? Only Adam Wines can in game number 250. It's been good too. And a good mark's taken out here by young Riley Holloway. No, not it's
Joshy Chatterton, mate. Joshy Chatterton, so good young kid. He goes inboard. Lewis with a big fist over the top. Read beautifully by Harry Keast. Back to Lewis. Steps through traffic. Goes to Tommy Keast. Keast now. The Eagles into attack. Reading it well there was Fletcher Timms. And I tell you what, the back six of the Warrnambool Blues, they have been resolute.
Yeah.
And they've had to stand up. So Radley, that is Finn, goes further afield to Norton. Far out of sight. He's got a running Jackson Bell. Kick has to be good. Dinger nearly pulls one mark in amongst two Eagles. The Eagles got plenty of numbers on that far out of side. Norton in there again. Stacks on the mill. Looking for a free kick. And umpire Stevie Walker says, no opportunity. We are going to have a ball up.
I think North's kicking in their forward line's been a bit ordinary as well, but the Warrnambool defenders have played really well, and the way they run the ball out of their back line's been really good, Tilt.
Yeah, it has. I think the Eagles' kicking's been off most of the day, to be honest, Blackie. Their field kicking, but maybe you've got to give Warrnambool credit. Outstanding.
Yeah.
There's Luke Wines.
Look at that.
Wrapped up in a tackle there, holding a football, and the resultant free kick will go to Mitchy Bidmate. So Bidmate, he's about 65 metres out. Kicks to the hot spot. Reggie's going to fly. Just misreads that one. Goes through the hands of Wines. There's Lewis. Oh, he reads it so well, doesn't he? Gets it further afield. Keith was wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says, holding the pill. And Reggie, he's lighting up this third quarter at Bushfield, and he's going to go back. He's a left footer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to have a shot on goal. This is to extend the Blues' lead to 11 points. Reggie Masters Jackson Bell comes for a well-earned break. And they're swinging the changes, the Blues, as Mast comes in. Kicks on its way.
Got it.
I think she's home.
Reggie likes it.
She's home.
The goal umpire likes it. And the Warrnambool Blues faithful like it. And the Blues go to 10-5-65. 11-point leaders over the Eagles, 8-6-54 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
Well, that's his second of the afternoon, and they're into double figures, the Blues, 10-5-65, so 11 points after North kicked the first goal of the quarter. So almost 18 minutes gone of on the least contracting time clock, Alan Blackburn. And as you said, the cohesion in that back six has been terrific. It's given all these forwards an opportunity, hasn't it?
No, they're going well. A kick 4-1 for the quarter from 10 inside 50, so that's 50% rate scoring.
So young Zach Everell in the ruck now for North, with Vardy coming off for a spell. There'll be a secondary bounce or throw up in the middle.
They're probably missing Lockie Wines at the moment, boys, who plays that second ruckman.
Yeah, well, he'd be in this position now, wouldn't he? So it came down to Luke Wines. He's going nowhere, so we'll have a third throw up. It'll be Weymouth. He'll look to take advantage of this because he's giving away a little bit of height. He's Everell. It's grabbed by Bidmaid. He couldn't go anywhere. We'll have a fourth. Alan Blackburn, what's the record?
A quad, I don't know. I think 5 in a row is the record.
See if we can get it. So again, it'll be Weymouth and Everell. Weymouth clears it this time, only as far as McKinnon. Big left foot kick into the forward line, but getting back and taking uncontested mark again. There's the Blues. Quite sure who that is. Now he comes out wider to Fletcher Timms. Timms will get over the top. He's got a player in space, but he's running out of room. And that was
Norton.
Norton, was it? Yep. It's hard to see there. The coach's box is in the road. So the kick will be taken here by Harry Gorman. So just a young fella, Gorman. He's going to be asked to play on now. He's coming inboard and finds Noski. Noski plays on. Up high and under. Oh, good fly out there by the Blues was young Huey Morgan. Now they'll clear, or attempt to at least. It's grabbed out there by Holloway. He's going to come across goal. Dangerous. Wines will come from behind. Couldn't mark. Now it's at ground level. McKinnon couldn't get it. Stacks on the middle. It'll be a throw up about 15 metres out from the North Warrnambool goal.
Oh, gee whiz, it was a dangerous kick there by young Holloway, wasn't it?
Sat up while they were on Stewie.
Oh, it's kind of heart in your mouth stuff, isn't it? Because every possession is going to be so important now. That is for sure. There's Manane. He gets a quick kick forward, reading it well. Geez, this bloke reads a play well.
Good player.
Jared Lewis, he is a ripper. Look at that for a kick.
Waste him out.
Lace out Anders. And Larry Anders will go back and have a shot. Left foot, he's got a good leg on him. And, well, that's against the tide. But I'll tell you what, the Eagles need this one too. He's going to kick right on the 50-metre arc. 45-degree angle. So Anders comes in. Kicks on its way. Geez, that wind just picked it up, didn't it? Pulled it across to the right. Goes through for a minor score. So 8-7-55 Eagles. Blues 10-5, 65. Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard.
Yeah, entertaining contest, boys. I think it's going to go down to the wire.
I think we've got to move Adam Wines into the forward line.
I do too, Blackie. They've got to make a move for him. It's not as if he's playing on a key position player in the back half, though. I think they can use him better up the ground, either on ball or forward, mate.
Do you know what I'd do, boys? I'd start him in the ruck in the start of the last quarter, and I'd go Luke down back. Adam into the ruck and Vard sit in the goal square.
Gee, that was a great clearance by Steer there. He ran on from, played on from full back and he's kicked it out onto the wing. So it'll be a boundary throw in out there. Advantage to the Blues. It's going to be Weymouth up against Everell. So Zachy Everell in the ruck, giving Vardy a bit of a well-earned spell. Weymouth got it down. Everell kicked it off the ground. Only as far as little Chatterton out there. Now there's a chance for McKinnon. Oh, it might have been nudged under the footy. No, said the umpire.
I do think Possum might be a goal and a half breeze down to the social club end.
Yeah, okay, so we're 21, almost 22 minutes into this third quarter on the Leeds contracting time clock. Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard reads 10-5-65 Warrnambool, 8-7-56 Warrnambool. The Blues have it at half back. Kicks down the line. Chittick couldn't control it. Butters up. Still couldn't control it. Grabbed by Luke Wines. He's under pressure from little Cyril Turland. And, well, boys, we're into this third quarter. And, of course, you have to start thinking about the Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. And players from both sides are fully represented, I'm sure. So Weymouth down to Turland, who's one of them. He's had a great game. Comes out to Everell out the back. He's tackled by two Blues. And there'll be another ball up out on that wing. Been over there a lot today, which is not great for a commentator. Up they go. So Everell gets the front position this time on Weymouth. He got it again, Everell, at ground level. He did well there to butter it up. Comes to Matthew Wines, kicks down the line. McKinnon couldn't mark. Pressure from behind. Ball spills free to Carter from the Blues. He got tackled. Oh, he was thrown away, came back to Carter. It now comes to Steer. Steer got it further afield. It's kicked to the half-forward line. Reggie Mask getting in front, but Noski was better. Kicks it inboard over the top. Now this opened up for the Blues because they got the numbers in the middle, and one of them is Morgan. Morgan goes short. Manane, little blind turn wasn't good enough. And that man again, Lewis, speaking of Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, affects the tackle and takes the pressure off the Blues.
Yeah, good play by Chopper Lewis.
Another poor disposal.
So kick goes and miss. Yeah, just
the
kicking.
Kicking's been poor today, boys.
Can't wait to see those night vision Chittix plays, JG King stats, boys, because the kicking efficiency, you can't hide around that, and you're right, you called that early tilt.
Yeah, it's been off today.
So it's big Opie Weymouth going to go up against young Zach Everell here. Everell just gets a fingertip to it. Back of the pack was Turlin, driven into the ground. Nothing there, says the umpire. So 8-7-55 North Warrnambool Blues, 10-5-65. Ticked over 24 minutes on the league contracting time clock, third term. Through the hands, gathered by Matty Wines to Keast. He was dispossessed. That's young Wells going nowhere. And umpire Stevie Walker says, let's have another ball up. Right in front of the commentary box out here at Bushfield. Been plenty of ball ups this afternoon. Big Weymouth wins this one down. There goes Keast. He gets a handball back. That's Bishop. Squares it up to McKinnon. McKinnon wanted to square it up further afield but chose not to. So that kick just missed the target too. Good enough to find it and pick it though. A nice kick to Higgins. That was from O'Brien. Higgins swings around. Gee whiz, that was delivery 101, and on the end of it, Charlie McKinnon. He's going to go back and have a shot. He's already kicked 2 this afternoon. This is for number 3.
Out to the right post, you think, Stewie, here with this breeze?
I'd say left post.
Oh, sorry, I did mean left post.
Yeah,
you're right.
I reckon.
And might curl it back in, mate, on the breeze.
Just let the breeze do its work, Tilt. But I tell you what, he does strike the ball really solid, Charlie.
Was this your pocket, Stewie, when you were playing forward?
Any pocket at Bushfield, mate, to be honest. Any pocket on this ground, mate, just slot him from Tildy out here. McKinnon just pulls it across the face. I think it's missed everything, has it? Yes, it has. So out of bounds on the full. Resultant free kick. The Blues tried to play in quickly, but they've been told to bring it back, Poss.
They have indeed, Stewie. And they will, who is it down that deep in that back pocket with the footy? So
Cowling, is it?
Cowling, yep. So kicks down the line, high, up and under, good distance with it. Oh, Weymouth might have got a little push against his opponent. He did, but he got away with it. He's taken the mark, big Dan Weymouth. Here's little Cyril Turlin, little Jai. He'll drive it forward. Where's Reggie? He's in front, Reggie. He got his fingers to it, but couldn't hold it. Wines, that was Matthew, came in, and Lewis. He'll clear again. Chopper goes down the line, and a good kick too. Lace out. It's taken out there by O'Brien. O'Brien goes longer, a big fly from the back. Judging it better than anyone was Anders, but he couldn't gather it. Now he's wrapped up in a tackle, and it'll be a ball up just on the attacking side of centre for the North Warrnambool Eagles. They trail 8-7-55, the Blues 10-5-65. We've played 26 and a half minutes on the Lee's time clock, Lee's contracting time clock. And, they're just defending well, aren't they? There's a holding the ball.
Yep.
And this is going to go to the North Warrnambool Eagles, the recipient. Will be Callum Grundy. He's got Luke Wines wide. Luke Wines is going short again, and O'Brien's taken the mark. He's outside 50. He goes short again, wider. And another little chip will go down the line, but Weymouth judged it better than everybody and took the mark. Last line of defence. Down on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. They may have been better attacking the goals there, Tildy.
Yeah, Adam Warrington pushed forward there, boys. He would have been a dangerous matchup. I'll tell you what, if the Blues could sneak another one here in the last couple of minutes, she's a decent lead, isn't it?
Yeah.
18 points would be a good lead in this game.
Yeah.
Holloway squares it up to Radley. Radley goes further afield to little Huey Morgan. He's been good, the youngster. Not much of him. Short kick, had to be good, was it? Harry Keys cuts off, goes back to Wines. Wines goes back further afield there to Harris. Harris goes on to Anders, to Grundy, off one step. Grundy, turnover, goal. Gee whiz, they'd like to have that back again, the Blues. It was a comedy of errors, to be honest, and the Eagles make the pay big time. They go to 9-7. That is 61. They trail the Blues 10-5, 65. 28 minutes gone in this third quarter, and it is game on, boys.
It is indeed.
Yes, no. Good. As Tildy said, there's been a lot of turnovers in the game, and that was a bad one, but good link handball up there and a good finish by Callum Grundy to kick his second goal.
And James Morgan, he's shouting out to get back on the ground. Finally does as little Morgan comes off for a spell.
Vardy's been off for a while here, boys.
I just was watching him before, the big fella, and I think he might just have the remnants of still that flu, that wog.
Yeah, but maybe Stewie would be very handy sitting in the goal square, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and I think maybe they might be just thinking that in the last quarter, Tilt. I reckon he's struggling to get his air in and whatnot. Yeah,
He might have to go down to Croydon Pharmacy and get some lozenges. He might, or a bit of that ear wax cleaning out that you might have, Matthew.
Here you go, the Eagles into attack again here. Post bouncing football. Oh, McKinnon from nothing. Gee whiz, that would have been something special, but it goes through for a minor score. So they're peppering here late in this third quarter.
29 minutes gone, so can't be much time left in this quarter, you wouldn't think, Blackie?
And I was just thinking James Bond Goldfinger, and we've had Fatfinger was around the sorts before, wasn't he, at half time?
I took some photos of Fat Ants, right? And fair dinkum, I've got a photo. I'll put it up on socials later. I'll put my hand up against his. He is huge.
It's been a real.
Tell you what, there's another turnover for the Eagles halfback, boys.
Yeah. It's been a real day of anatomy here today at Bushfield. Blackie, for Sinnott's stats, how are the inside 50s from both teams this quarter?
Yeah, the Blues have kicked 4 goals, 1 to 3-3 for the North Warrnambool Eagles, so they've had in there 12 apiece, so how's that? Pretty even.
Yeah, and I think that says so on the scoreboard too, because it's a 4-point advantage to the Blues. They got the ball in their forward line, it's on half forward. Stacks on the mill out there, Stevie Walker, who him and his cohorts have done a terrific job today too, the umps. 30 minutes have just ticked over on the Lee's contracting scoreboard. So
Nick Ross Watson.
Yeah, the Blues just got it where they want it in their forward line. Nobody got a tap down, but Turlin was good. Got a handball out. There's a high up and under. Where's Reggie? Courageous mark. Put that one down, Alan Blackburn.
Peter Walsh, Bridgestone highlight of the day.
It was, and as I said
Brant
before,
John Deere, no fear.
Yeah, all those things, and as I said, those grip that those Bridgestone tyres have got. Well, Chopper Lewis has got that grip because he kicks it down the line. Marking contest, McKinnon will fly. It falls to the back. Everyone got a little touch on it. Comes out to Turlin. That's Jai. Got it out to Chittick. Back to Turlin. He's been fantastic. Kicks forward. It was all the numbers are with the Eagles. And guess who?
I think young Turlin and Lewis, it's between them at the moment. Jai Turlin and
Both
Chopper.
been good, haven't they? I'll tell you what, I know when we used to play it, he used to love kicking back down to this Mortlake end, coming home. For some reason, it seemed to be the end you want to come home to. I don't know why out here. And the Eagles will have that in the final quarter.
Well, back in those days, Matty, it would have been the Bush Inn end.
Yes.
Out at Purnham.
Wasn't that a venue?
You just couldn't quite get home from Mortlake, so you had to stop at the Bush Inn, didn't you, Blackie? As the hooter for three-quarter time, and we see the Warrnambool Blues 10-5-65 in a very, very entertaining third quarter. Lead the North Warrnambool Eagles at 9-8-62. That is on the Solomons Flooring and Blinds scoreboard, and the Lee's contracting time clock told us that the quarter went 31 minutes and 33 seconds. Alan Blackburn, how did you see it?
Yeah, no, very even. North Warrnambool kicked 3-3 to the Blues, 4 goals, 1. Six centre clearances to North Warrnambool that quarter, so they got back on top to 2. Inside 50s, very even, 13 apiece. 3 marks inside their forward 50 for North Warrnambool, and Warrnambool didn't have a mark inside their forward 50. Major goal kickers for North Warrnambool, 2 each to Matty Wines, Charlie McKinnon and Callum Grundy and Lukey Wines, and for the Blues 4 to Luke Cady, 3 to Angus Lowe and 2 to Reggie Mars. So 3-point game, and game's on, Teldy.
Oh, absolutely, Blackie. You just felt then during that 15 to 20 minute period of the game the Blues were on top, but Yeah, the Eagles sort of got one out of nowhere, out of a Blues turnover, and got it back to, 3 points. So fair to say it's anyone's game. Going to be interesting to see what the Eagles come up with, personnel-wise, as far as positional changes go in this last quarter. What they do with Adam Wines is the big one to me.
It's going to be interesting to see if they swing the magnets around. 3-point lead to Warrnambool, 3-quarter time. Let's come back on the other side of this with final quarter, fourth quarter action in Hampton League Live's Match of the Day.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders. Oi. Ooh. And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for gift, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders. Oi. Ooh. And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live on your Saturday afternoon. And nearly missed that ad break, to be honest, but I was on the phone. to the lovely, and just nearly caught unawares there, to be honest, boys, and shouldn't be, because we have got an action-packed final quarter happening out here at Bushfield. Good crowd here, too, in attendance. There's only 2 games of Hampden League Live, and the other one's about to get underway in about 20 minutes' time. Scotty Carter, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus. Tilt, what was the messaging at three-quarter time for both coaches?
I heard the Warrnambool coach, Dan O'Keefe, mate. Did mention they're probably kicking in a 1 to 2 goal breeze, but can definitely score down the far end. It's been proven all day, and pretty keen for the boys to move the footy quickly and be prepared to take it to a one-on-one. Don't try to force that extra handball. If it's an opportunity to kick it to a one-on-one, take it first up.
Now, Luke Wines has gone back with Adam Wines, so they've both gone back to start this final quarter. So they're just trying to get, obviously, matchups right. So.
Yeah. Blackie, Tildy, what's your gut feel?
No, not for mine, Possum. But anyway, these guys running the show, Eddie, know these players better than what we do. So,
so young McKinnon deepest forward, Vardy in the ruck.
They're very short across half forward, aren't they?
They might change it up.
Yeah, they could, mate. They could.
What about the result, boys? What do you think?
I'm happy to stick with the Blues, boys.
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles kicking with that bar end. It's always worth something. So it's Vardy up against Weymouth. Wins that one down. Key straight out of the middle. So the Eagles go into attack. Reading it well and getting a good fist on the football. There was Holloway. And the ball goes out of bounds. Every play is going to be critical in this final term, boys.
Yeah, you just need them probably both sides to use the ball a bit better, Stewie, going forward, I reckon.
Yeah, and the first opportunity forward will be with the North Warrnambool Eagles. Blackie, there's the throw in. Weymouth again with Everell. Of course, just repeating that Lockie Wines was out of the game very, very early today with a gash to the scon. Maybe a little bit of concussion, we don't know. But Lewis is scrapping for it on the ground, picked up by Noski's. Handball went nowhere. It came back out there towards Harry Keast. He couldn't control it. Umpire Steve Walker says, I'll sort it out, boys, and I'll throw it up dead set centre of Bushfield Oval here this afternoon. So a 3-point advantage to the Blues. So Vardy.
We're out the quaddie too, boys. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, yeah, we probably will.
Chittick Gonski moved it forward towards Turlin, who couldn't control it, and umpire Walker will throw it up again.
How many do we have in that leg, Stewie?
We had a lot. 4 or 5. It might have even been 6. And Harry's yacht's got us.
So Weymouth. Tap down went to the advantage of Chittick, who just paddled it forward, but well done there by McKinnon. Was able to get it to Lewis, and Lewis concedes ground and gives it to Tommy Keast out there on the half-back flank. So Keast, he's been pretty good today too. There's been a lot of good players from both sides, really.
Yeah.
So Keast, he runs on with no man on the mark, kicks it up they go, and Big Vardy, might have been a push-out. Yeah, he sees it that way, and not against Vardy, I don't think, but it's going to Dan Weymouth. So Big Dan, he's been pretty good in the ruck too today. Little handball over the top. They've got a bit of a link going here because Jackson Bell's got it. Kicks it wide looking for Chittick. He's a lot of pressure from behind by Noski, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. So Noski will take the relieving free kick. He did well to protect the footy then. And allowed it to go out in the full. He goes short to Wines. This is Luke. Adam, is it? So Adam kicks it long. Cowlin's at the back, running onto it. He's Brennan. Couldn't control it. He's under pressure out there from Little Austin Steer, and it's gone over the line, out of bounds, right in front of the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard, which reads Warrnambool 10-5-65, North Warrnambool 9-8-62. We've played just over 2.5 minutes on the Lee's contracting time clock. Fourth quarter action here, Hampden League Live this afternoon. We've got the close one, albeit the only one so far. Here's McKinnon. McKinnon goes back inboard to Wines. Wines gets it out there to Roy Higgins. Higgins gets it back to McKinnon. He's slung in the tackle. Didn't give him much time. And he'll be penalised.
You see him in the AFL, they get 1.5 goals.
Well, you'd reckon they've got to be actually, retarded or retained and not being able to... And then it's maybe holding the ball, Blackie. But anyway, nevertheless...
Pirouetted more than Torfel and Dean.
He did.
They've been pretty consistent all day.
They've been good, yep.
Yeah. So here goes Holloway now for the Blues. Long kick out of defensive 50. Big double fister there from the truck Keast. There's Noski. He kicks it and belts it forward. Callum Grundy, Jackson Bell. Good use of the body that time by Bell. Grundy, though, he's good at ground level. Bouncing football. Will it sit up? Yes, it does. Shimmies one way. Goes back another. Goes back to Wines. Gets it back now, Grundy. He's got plenty of players back, but chooses to go forward. Brennan's going to fly. So's Cowling.
Well done.
That was courageous football there in the end, wasn't it, to back into that? There's Chatterton. His kick. It's going to be cut off by Lewis. He gets it to Keast, over the top to Brennan, non-preferred side of his body, goes forward, Charlie flies, so's Cowling, and the ball goes through for a minor score, and a little bit of cramp for Charlie. He might need some of that pickle juice. But the Eagles, they get a 9-9-63, Warrnambool 10-5-65, 2-point lead to the Blues.
Yeah, a little bit of fatigue is going to start setting in down there for Detroit Pharmacy too, Scotty Carter, so it's going to be a battle of attrition.
Yeah, it could be. Poss. I've liked this move, Jackson Bell to half-back. He's been really good.
Has been good today.
And as soon as I wrap him up, what's he do?
Well, he's Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day contender, gives it back to the one, and he's probably the favourite in Lewis.
But this is where they
Lewis
fall
got
down.
him to Noski. They do. This boy's been fantastic today too. Young Holloway.
I think Adam Wine's got to go forward, boys.
Time, Stewie.
Sure.
Scoble getting back, couldn't take the mark. Chittick put on a little bit of pressure, come to Noski. Noski got it back to Grundy, kicks long, up they fly. Steer misjudged it, and it's going to go over the line out of bounds.
What's the point of them, just both the Wines boys sitting back here? Like, honestly, I think they've got to bite the bullet here, and he's in game 250 too.
And I don't think the Blues got a player above 6 foot in their forward 50, have they?
No.
That's a 50 inside 50 for not much.
Yeah, so Vardy and Weymouth grabbed out by Zachy Everell. Come to Bell. Oh, his kick only went as far as Bishop, Liam Bishop. He's taken an uncontested mark right on centre half forward. So he fancies his chances. He's going back. He's going to kick from right on 50.
A few of his teammates told him he must have a good leg on him. I reckon.
He does kick him all right. He's got a good little bruise too.
Yeah, so Norton, the man on the mark, is just inside 50. So he'll kick from probably 52 metres by the time he comes in. 50, in fact, kicks on its way. It's a little bit of a wobbler. It's almost got there. Tell you what, if he had had clean contact on it, it probably would have made the distance comfortably, but it's forced through from behind. So 9-10-64. Just 1 point in arrears now, the North Warrnambool Eagles. Warrnambool Blues, 10-5-65. We've played 6 minutes. Least contracting time clock, fourth quarter action, Ellen Blackburn.
Yeah, they've had 6 inside 50s for their 2 behinds. That one was rushed, of course, but need to take a mark inside their forward 50. That's what they need.
So here goes Austin Wanasteri. Kick out duties. Good mark out there by young Joshy Chatterton.
Been pretty reasonable, Stewie, I reckon, today.
Been good, only a youngster too. Got plays inboard, 50 metres for encroaching on the mark, I think that was.
Might have moved when he had to stand.
All of a sudden, this is going to thrust the Blues into their forward 50. So plenty of players getting back. A goal here to Warrnambool against the tide of play would be crucial. It's got to be cold out here, boys, hasn't it?
Yes.
Gee, that's a low worm burner, but a good kick at the end. And he's found, I think it's Wells.
That's their first inside 50 for the quarter.
And so young Jaden Wells will go back and have a shot. He'll virtually kick just inside the 50-metre arc. There's a big kick.
Might be Morgan, is it? Sure.
Comes in, short little kick.
Wells.
Oh, good kick. In the end, he just waited for that perfectly. Cody provided the lead. You like that as a forward. You go back and quite often everyone thinks you're having a shot, but you can get some little cheapies if you're smart and you're prepared to share it around with your teammates. So Cody's kicked 4.
Yep.
This is for number 5. Generally a beautiful kick of the football, and this is well and truly kickable.
Was Jaden Wells, boys, number 11. Yep.
So Luke Cody comes in, kicks on its way, strikes it really well. Ooh. Fades across the right, goes through for a minor score. So Blues go to 10-6-66. They lead the Eagles by 2 points, 9-10-64. Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard.
Yeah, so game still well and truly in the balance. We're at the 8-minute mark. No score, no goals on the board at this stage. So Luke Wines comes in, kicks a long kick down to the wing, getting back and judging it better than everybody. That was Radley, I think, but it came back to Matty Wines. Now here's a chance for the Blues again. Is this Chatterton? Goes in short. Oh, Reggie took the brunt and took a couple out too. Here's a chance now. Snap it, goal by the Blues, and that might have been was that
Cody
Bidmate?
again,
Cody again, was
Cody.
it? This time it's gone out of bounds on the full. So the relieving free kick will be taken, but no, it's gone out of bounds. So a good win there for the Blues. We'll get a chance to reset. So right next to the goal, the point post, it's going to be Vardy. Not sure who's going to go up against. It might be Chittick. It is. So Vardy gets front position, shallow throw in, falls to the back, running onto it is Noski. Got it over the top. Good little handball too was the favour of Joey Higgins. Higgins comes further down the line. Wines. Oh, well done. Good spoil applied there by Fletcher Timms. The ball's at ground level. Stacks on the middle and umpire will come in and throw it up. Wing position. Fourth quarter action. 9.5 minutes almost, or not near 9 minutes. 20 seconds into this final quarter. 10-6-66, 9-10-64. Blues by 2 points. Up they go. Radley. Oh, well done at ground level there. He got up like the Indian rubber man there was young Anders.
Out of bounds on the full.
So free kick will go to the Blues. It'll be taken by, you can see him, yes, just inside Liam Bidmate. So he goes in short. Good kick to Timms. So they need to take advantage of this forward thrust, the Blues. So Timms, top of the goal square. Up they go. No mark taken. Noski been good in defence for the Warrnambool Eagles today. Now he's under a little bit of pressure. Holding the ball. Gee, that was hot, and the free kick will go to the Warrnambool Eagles.
Might have been a throw, was it?
The recipient will be Harry Gorman.
Yeah, he's been solid today too, the youngster, only in game number 2. Good kick at the football. He roosted that one out wide. Sitting underneath it was Scoble. And the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a ball up or a throw in. So it's a 2-point lead to the Blues. This game's got a fair bit left in it. That is for sure. Eagles persisting with both Wines boys playing back in this final quarter. I just reckon Adam's the one that can pluck one. Kick a goal. That was good use of the body that time by Radley. Quick kick forward. Good fist over the top there by Noski. And the ball goes out of bounds. Yes, it does. No, it stays in. No, it doesn't. It's been dangerous, Angus Lowe, this afternoon. They've obviously got a plan, the Eagles, that they're sticking to here, Tilt, because not a lot of movement is there.
No, there's not, mate. I mean, they're only 2 points down, but, you know, we're 11-minute mark now, so something's got to give eventually, doesn't it?
So Vardy just grabs that one. Spent a fair bit of time on the pine in the third quarter, did Big Vards. Coming out to meet it was Radley. That was great play by Carter. Handball over the top to Fletcher Timms. Little wobbly kick to Radley. He kicks further afield looking for Lowe.
Cyril.
There's Turlin. He gets it on to Bidmate.
Thank you.
Lewis is there for the Eagles. He's been brilliant all day once again. Kick's been cut off this time, though, by Radley. He gets it on to Wells. Puts Morgan under pressure. Back to Wells. Quick kick forward. Cody's lurking.
Free kick.
So's Reggie. Free kick, and it's going to go to the Warrnambool Eagles. And Truckee Keast, you never get an easy kick on the truck. He's got a big week ahead of him too.
Absolutely. So he goes short to Lewis. Lewis goes short again to Noski. Done his job today, Noski. Been terrific. Free kick down the line looking for Everell. They got the runners at the back, the Eagles. Oh, but they all overrun it. It's picked up in the end out there by the Blues. And that was by Finn Radley. So this is now Eamon Radley. So Radley goes wide. A good mark taken by Carter. Did he get it before it went over the line? Yeah, he did. Just. So Carter goes short. Little grubber. And a little finger tipper. That was nicely taken.
Whoops.
Back to the centre. Not a great kick, but it's good enough for Liam Bidmate. Aaron Handball went over the top, and it was stealed there by Gorman. Gorman got it further afield. Running back onto it is Timms to try and make amends. So well done, young fella. He picks it up, but he's tackled. And umpire Steve Walker will say, "Oh, ball it up, boys."
It's a bit of a stalemate, isn't it, boys?
He's a bit of an arm, bit of the old Matty Stewart's Brazilian Mexican arm wrestle, as opposed to a Indian. Oh, that could have been holding the ball. No, said the umpire. Comes to the Blues. They go for, but look at Lewis again.
How many, Tildy? How many do you reckon? 35?
I think even if they happen to get rolled, Joe, I still think he's best on.
Well, he's taken 15 marks, I reckon, Tilt. There's
Yeah.
a kick down the line. Now, this is little Liam Anders, I reckon, the orange boots.
Yeah.
He's outside 50. Now, what's he going to do? He'll probably kick it to the top of the goal square. He does. Everett!
Oh, what a mark.
So Zachy Everett, almost unopposed in the end, has an opportunity to go back and, believe it or not, after everything that's happened in this quarter, to put the North Warrnambool Eagles in front. So, he's had a good year in front of goal, has Everett, because he's coming in for his 7th goal of the season. He doesn't hit the scoreboard today, but he's only 20 metres out directly in front. So this to give the North Warrnambool Eagles the lead, and he does. So the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard says 10-10-70. That's the North Warrnambool Eagles. They lead the Warrnambool Blues 10-6-66. A nice spot-up kick there by the young fella
Zach
in Anders, Tildy Carter to Everett, and he slotted it through and he's put him in front.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting now whether this Young's Blues side can respond, boys. They've responded all day. Now they find themselves 4 points down halfway through the 4th quarter. Let's just hope that they stick at it and find their way, back in front. Hopefully from my predictions point of view anyway.
So we're looking for that mark inside 50 and they got it.
So ball back in the middle. Centre clearance is so pivotal, so important now. Vardy up against Radley. They've gone up against each other most of the day. There goes Matty Wines. Handball comes out. Norton could have been taken high. I tell you what, they've certainly curbed the influence of Turlin in the second half, the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Yeah, they have. That's been a good move. I still think they could do with another marking target up forward, Blackie. Eagles.
Definitely.
There goes Snooze Wines. He kicks it forward again, going back. That was a good mark by Finn Radley.
That's sort of what we were talking about.
Here's little Huey Morgan. Swings on the right boot. He goes further afield. Bidmade's a target. There's a Lewis. Chop again. He's magnificent. He just ties it up beautifully well. He's such a seasoned campaigner. What a master stroke.
He's got better as he's got older, hasn't he?
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Just judges the flight of the ball really well.
You're right. There's big Vards. He wins it down this time. Keast. He's done a good job on Turlin in this second half. McKinnon's been good too. High up and under.
What a pack.
Holloway. Here's Everett. Eagles around the back of the pack. Higgins, can he get it? No, he can't. Brennan comes through. Handball over the top. Big Charlie! And the Eagles have got back-to-back goals, and that's number 3 of the afternoon for Charlie McKinnon, and they go to 11-10-76, and all of a sudden they're out to a 10-point lead. The Blues 10-6-66.
Wow. Just repeat entries inside 50. A bit of chaos football in there, and got the hands out, and they've done really well. So they've been looking to do it, Tildy, for most of this quarter, and now it's come off with 2 quick goals.
Yeah, it's just I guess you'd call that a pressure scramble goal, wouldn't you? Just keep persisting, bit of pressure there, give the handball over, and through it goes. And handy little buffer now, 10 points, kicking with a slight bruise.
Senate's accountant stats, Alan Blackburn, halfway through this final quarter. Yeah. How are they going?
2-2 to North Warrnambool, and the Blues are kicked 1 behind, so it's 5 centre clearances to Warrnambool and 8 inside 50s, I should say.
Vardy won the tap out, but it only went as far as Manane, and that was that Wines?
Yeah,
it
gee,
was
that
Luke,
was
and he's hurt himself, running back with the flight. Great courage, and he's going to pay the mark, I think, has he? It's a free kick, he's paying the mark. Gee, that was courage.
Yeah,
he's hurt his leg.
To do that.
Keep your eye on that one for Croydon Pharmacy. Scotty Carter, he goes wide to his brother Adam in game number 250. So if they've got anything to play for in this last 10 minutes or so, it's 250 games from one of their diehards in Adam Wines, and the ball's gone over the line out of bounds. Just attacking side of wing position here at Bushfield today for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
Done well. He first game back since he's been crook, and he run the game out pretty well.
He has. He had that little bit of a spell, which might come into play later in this game. He's had that little bit of a spell in that 3rd quarter, so there's going to be a boundary throw, and he'll contest this boundary throw in with Weymouth. He got the tap down. Bidmate tapped it forward for the Blues. It spills back to Vardy. He's tackled and going nowhere. And it's probably gone about 10 metres forward for the Blues, and there'll be another throw up, so it's going to be Vardy and Weymouth again. They lock arms. Vardy got the tap down beautifully too. Kicked forward. Judging it better was Carter, but he couldn't take the mark for the Blues. Now he's under a little bit of pressure. So is his opponent Brennan.
Blues need the next one here, boys, don't they?
Well, they do, yeah. They couldn't... well, I think this is the biggest lead of the day. I think by either teams, I reckon, isn't it? Tildy, about 10 points. It hasn't been much more.
Poss.
No.
Might have got out to 11 points, 12 points maybe, but not much more, mate.
Yeah, well, here's Brennan. He's got a chance to put him further in front because he dodges, picks it up, has a snap for goal, and he's kicked it, put that one down, Alan Blackburn. That's a Lucas Brothers Butcher snag of the day.
Good goal.
He's had a good game.
He's had a great game.
Well, he started in defence and he's gone forward now, and, well, that's his first of the afternoon, and it is that 16-point advantage, 12-10-82. North Warrnambool leading Warrnambool 10-6-66. We've ticked into 19 minutes, least contracting time clock. Alan Blackburn.
Very good goal. Just repeat entries again, puts pressure on, scrambled ball, come out, nice snap around the corner from about 35.
Yeah, well, it's a super goal, boys, but it all came about from the play 3 minutes previous by Luke Warnish running back to fire that ball. That's super courageous effort.
Still a bit sore too, and can I just... he's not going to get a lot of credit for it, but I reckon the job Tom Keast has done on Turlin in the second half.
Definitely.
He's come to the bench then. He's done a hell of a lot of work. Here go the Blues through Liam Bidmate into attack, and he's skewed it off the side of the boot, and it goes out of bounds on the full. But yeah, sometimes there's some of those key roles and those, it certainly helped the Eagles in this second half, I reckon, because Turlin was the best man on the ground in the first half.
Yeah.
They've been able to curtail his influence on the contest. Here goes Luke Wines, 2 bounces, far out of side, beautiful kick, Grundy. That is Callum, son of Reggie. He wants to play on quickly. All of a sudden, the Eagles are looking good. Everall hits that pack up. There's Turlin, right on cue. Steps back through a bit of traffic. That time was Carter. Handball comes there from Keast. Gets it to Harry Keast. That was Bailey. And Stacks on the mill. Going nowhere. Umpire's been pretty good today, boys. Only the 2.
Really good.
Temperature's dropped a little bit, Stewie.
Oh, it's got cold, mate. I've got the jumper on. Get used to it because I think it drops all week, to be honest. There's Turlin. That's interesting because Tommy Keast on the bench at the moment, so he's getting his hands on the ball.
Straight to you-know-who, though.
A little bit.
Straight to Lewis.
Straight to the chop. He has been magnificent and got to be in contention for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. Good mark. Taken by Big Dan Weymouth, the veteran.
Look at the scoreboard, boys.
And the scoreboard's gone back to Zilch. Fair dinkum. They've had trouble all day, haven't they? The old scoreboard. There's Adam Wines, game number 250. They'll bang the song out. Get him in the middle, I reckon, wouldn't they, Tilt, if they win this one?
Yeah, I reckon
they'd
he's
have
been
to.
a super player for a long time, hasn't he?
And just got a message from Jane Bunn, Scotty Carter. It's currently 16 degrees at Bushfield.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's pretty good for this time of year, though, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
They might need to put the lights on soon, too.
So I'm going down to watch the Tigers and the Randa tonight. It's going to be chilly
the
down there.
night game is a big fella.
Chilly down there. The great Peter Stacker Davies in town from Queensland, so we'll have a couple of frothies. There it goes, up to the forward line. They couldn't take the mark. The Blues, they need a goal. There's Lewis.
Hey, Poss, ever played a night game down there before?
Yeah, they played one last year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, against the Randa.
A good crowd?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yep.
You should go down and call it, Poss.
No, mate.
One a day's enough, Poss.
Yes. So there'll be a throw in. So Vardy and Chittick this time. They need one here, the Blues. It's the understatement because we've ticked into 20 minutes now. It's a free kick. It's going to go to... it's a free kick for holding the ball. Gee, that was hot. It's going to go to the Blues and Chittick, is it? So he's a left footer. He's not on the right side for a left footer, but nevertheless he has to kick this goal to bring it back within 2. And if he does, they're still well and truly in the contest. But if he misses and hands the ball back to the North Warrnambool Eagles, they're in control for the next few minutes. So Chittick, not a noted goal kicker, doesn't kick a lot, but he's got an opportunity here for his team. As Angus Lowe comes off for a spell. So here he comes, Chittick. He's only 35 metres out. Good kick, but it's just gone a little bit to the right. Out in the full.
Very good.
Well, there was a good kick off the boot, but it just drifted across, didn't it? So
hey, Tildy, I got one for you. Is there room for Jordan Dillon in this side?
Yes.
There is?
Yes. Yep. I just think, boys, as the year progresses, they're going to need another key forward.
Right.
And I guess the other one you've got to throw in there is Tommy Batten. Exactly. So, yeah, they've got plenty of upside, haven't they? Especially at the way it's looking to look like being 3-0. A great way to start the year.
Yeah.
Well,
Ball's got out the back here, the Eagles. Matty Wines, cut off, though, by a little Zachy the Wire. He's been solid today. Handball goes inboard, so the Blues through Chatterton. Little dribbler kick. Chittick just bounces off. Oh, Keast is there. That's Bailey. Gets it back to Adam Wines. Happy just to toe poke it to himself. Anders, left foot, high up and under. Sitting underneath it is Harry Keast. Goes through his hands. There's Mitchie Bidmate. Bidmate from 50. Getting back Lewis. Is it a mark? Yes, it is. Jeez, he's been in everything.
He reads the play so well.
Little Uncle Chop Chop.
How many marks is that?
Don't know, but he'd be pushing up there with the high 30s in the possessions, you would imagine.
I reckon double figures for marks, Poss.
Oh, incredible.
He has been in everything, hasn't he?
Marks would be about 8 or 9, wouldn't they?
He's been enormous.
You touched on it before, Stu. He's just reinvented his career, didn't it? That move to half-back.
Definitely did. Masterstroke from Adam Dowry, I think it was at the time.
Yeah.
Weezy can put that one down. Here you go, the Blues. They're just trying to conjure up something. Anders has been good for the Eagles, I reckon, today. He'd have to be in contention for possibly some votes, Blackie.
Yep, he's been solid.
Matty Wines is just playing well too. Like this,
yeah.
It's been a good game. It's been an entertaining game of footy. There's still a bit to play out. Here goes Cody. Eagles. Scoble. Lewis again. Luke Wines. Scrubby little kick. O'Brien. Ball up. So
Clock's going backwards now, Stu.
Oh,
but I can assure you there's less than 16:44.
Thinking the same thing, possibly.
I think we've got about. I think we're
7.
23 minutes gone. I reckon. So about 25. I reckon if we're betting men, which we are, we'll punt up for Australia during the week too.
You're trying our best, Matthew.
Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly. Think about what you're really gambling with. That is a key messaging.
What else could you afford, or whatever it says? What else could you buy? So, boundary throw in. The Blues need one desperately. Bidmo's going to try and do that, but no. Tackled. O'Brien's tackled. And, the North Warrnambool Eagles will be quite happy with these stoppages because it's milking time. So, ball up. It's Vardy and Weymouth. Vardy got the front posse and got the tap down and went to Manane. He couldn't control it. And at ground level, Norton couldn't either. And again, it'll be another ball up. So 16 points the difference. The Eagles in control. You've kicked the only, 2 goals of this quarter, is it, Blackie? 2 or 3?
Eagles kicked 3-2 to 1 point.
Blues haven't added, so
3-2 to 1 point.
So another ball up. It's about 70 metres around from the Warrnambool goal. As I said, the Eagles will be more than happy if these stoppages continue. So Vardy got the tap down, nicely sharked by O'Brien. It's only to the advantage of Steer, but he can't pick it up. He's nudged off the ball there by Keast. It's grabbed by O'Brien again, kicks down the line, getting back for the Blues as Timms will be first to it. But he can't control it. They just can't get it at ground level. He does it in the end. Well done by Fletcher. Timms. Now's a chance for Weymouth amongst 3 North Warrnambool players. Done very, very well there. He got it to Steer, who has hit Reggie. Is it lace out? Or is it... I think it's Reggie. No, in fact, it's Eamon Radley. So Radley will go back and try and kick his first of the afternoon. If he can kick it, it brings it back under 2 goals.
10 points, yeah.
So he must kick it, though. Absolutely not negotiable here. So Radley comes in, drop punt on its way. He's got it.
Good kick.
He's got a goal.
Good kick.
So it's back to, 10 points the difference here at Bushfield this afternoon. The Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard sees North Warrnambool 12-10-82, leading Warrnambool 11-6-72. Down on the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Solutions, Scotty Carter, is there still time?
Yep. 10 points down. They've rolled Cowling forward. It's a good move. How long do you reckon to go, boys? 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah, I reckon about 3 to go, big fella.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be trying to leave Cody on the last couple of minutes. He's sort of like kick your goal, but anyway.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Definitely.
So Lowe's been good, so he replaces Cody. So the ball back in the middle. Vardy and Weymouth, they've gone at each other all day as well. Coming through there was Lewis again. And I tell you what, look at Brennan, who's just got a little bit of space. He's got a player over the top in McKinnon. McKinnon can run into goal, have a shot from 40.
Higgins, is it?
Higgins! Joey Higgins seals it for the Eagles. And they'll remain undefeated, and they'll go to 13-10. 88 to the Warrnambool Blues, 11-6-72. Solomon's falling in blind scoreboard. That was too easy, but they rolled the dice, didn't they, the Blues, and it just didn't pay off, Blackie.
No, they did not. No. Great kick. Guess who kicked it down? Chopper Lewis.
Well, now he's in the score-assist stats.
Score-assist.
He's done everything.
They had a loose man out the back, got it to Higgins, and done the rest. Very important goal. The Blues are on the charge there.
And that's happened a bit today, Blackie, hasn't it? Where a team has scored and the other team has answered straight back. So it's been a very, very entertaining contest. I think the Blues can take a bit away from it, even though it looks like they're going to lower their colours. But Jai Turlin's going to keep trying this, spinning out of the pack, and he's grabbed and probably holding the ball, Tommy Keast. So it's going to go, the free kick's going to go to Bidmaid. Move it quickly. He's just got to drive it forward and hope for the best, really, now. So who we got? Where's Reggie? He's not down there because the ball's punched away. It goes to ground. Here's Steer running onto it. Oh, evades 2 players. Done very, very well. Got it out to Turlin. Turlin goes over the top to Bidmaid again. So this is Mitchie Bidmaid. Oh, he's tackled, dropped it, lost it, and holding the ball. The free kick will go to Matty Wines. Half-back flank for the Eagles, and he's just been a normal Matthew Wines game, really, hasn't he, boys? He's been great. He's been terrific.
Kicked a couple too, hasn't he, I think?
He has. And
2 in a row, actually.
Yeah, that's right. He kicked the last of the second quarter and the first of the third quarter. So he goes across to another Wines.
Guy's got cold, boys.
And this is Adam.
That's true.
Game number 250.
You reckon?
You shouldn't have worn the shorts, Matthew.
Gee whiz.
So half-back flank.
We're nearly in May, mate.
Little kick over the top of this. Milking time now. In fact, time is up. And the North Warrnambool Eagles, who trailed for a lot of the contest this afternoon, have run out winners. 13-10-88 have beaten the Warrnambool Blues 11-6-72. And, of course, that score and all the scores this afternoon brought to you by Solomon's Flooring and Blinds. A very, very entertaining contest, Alan Blackburn. But in the end, just, I think, the perseverance and led by number 44, the Eagles were too good.
Yeah, look, credit to Warrnambool. They really come out, and with the young list that they've got, they were very impressive. They moved the ball well. Probably lack a couple of key position. Cowling played well on the back line. He would have been a handy up forward, but got to give it to North Warrnambool. Chopper Lewis, just fantastic off the half-back line. The Wines boys were really good. Cody was good for Warrnambool, also kicking 4. Angus Lowe was really good, kicked 3 goals. Reggie Master couple, and Charlie McKinnon for North Warrnambool kicked 3, along with Snooze Wines 2 and Luke Wines 2. So a really good game of footy. There's probably no doubt about the Massey Petroleum Player of the Day, Tildy.
No doubt. I'll try to get the little fella on his way through, boys. He was awesome, wasn't he?
He was.
He was sensational, Chopper Lewis, and he went really close to winning a Mascul medal last year. I think he could go one better this year. Just the form that he has been in. He is such an important player for this North Warrnambool Eagles outfit. He's going to be even more important, of course, with no Bailey Jenkinson. He's, of course, gone overseas, but plenty of upside for the Eagles. There's plenty of players to still come back into this side. Harley Cobb, Jackson Grundy, Tommy Batten, Jordan Dillon. So there's plenty of upside there, but the Blues will take a little bit out of this contest as well, because they were good for 3.5 quarters. The Eagles just too strong in the end. But Scotty Carter, he's trackside, and he has got our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day in Jared Chopper Lewis.
Yes, I've got Jared with us. Awesome performance today, mate. I don't like to ask, mate, but are you getting better with age? That was a great performance, mate.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I probably most I've ever enjoyed my footy at the moment. But look, we've got a good unit back there that probably helps me out and lets me do my thing. So, it's just good to get the win for Adam.
We'll keep walking, mate, with your boys. And it was very important to get a win for your captain, Adam Wines. 250's a terrific effort. Shows a lot of quality and a lot of loyalty to the footy club.
Absolutely. The Wines family are a huge part of this club. And, Adam's a great leader. And, it was a real arm wrestle, and we really wanted to probably, especially that last quarter, fight it out like he would. So, I think he'd be proud of our efforts, and I'm sure he's proud of our efforts too.
And last question, mate, while we're on the Wines family, I know you play half-back with him quite often, but wasn't that a terrific, courageous bit of play running back for the flight by Luke Wines there?
Yeah, well, it was a really important part of the game, and I think it might have even turned it our way a bit there, and we don't expect anything less from those boys, and unbelievable. Sets a great example.
Good effort by the boys to stick around here. 2-2.
Well done, mate. Yeah, sure. Just well done, Chopper, and good luck for the rest of you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Thanks.
Good effort by the Blues to stick around and just give Adam Wines a good send-off in game number 250 for the North Warrnambool Eagles. He was really good again, and he didn't want to get up on the shoulders, but he got up on the brothers' shoulders, and they cheered him off. And, as I said, Warrnambool provided a little guard of honour there too. Hopefully we can hear the Eagles belt this song out too, because I reckon they'll give this a bit of gusto too, Blackie.
They will, mate. Yeah. Look, it was a hard-fought win, wasn't it? Gee, take nothing away from the Blues. They were really good. They were good. They had a crack. Just probably lacked some of them to take a grab up forward, or.
Well, imagine Benny Cunnington plays today. It's probably a different result.
Probably,
to be honest.
Dead right.
So it's
To the credit of North, though, boys, they never allowed Warrnambool any real easy footy inside 50, did they? They seemed to be having to jump in packs all the time to try and mark, and when Warrnambool did get that opportunity to have some clear passage to goal, they actually scored, but particularly that last quarter, North were able to flood back and just create turnover and stoppage, and I think that went a long way to them winning the game.
We just can't get the song we're trying.
Dropping in and out.
Chopping in and out, but chopping in and out. There you go.
It's always difficult when you're on the same side as the change rooms in the commentary.
Cody had his run on when he kicked his 3 in a row.
He was good.
Angus Lowe kicked a couple in a row, so.
Hey, listen, boys, I tell you what, this is the post-game. All thanks to Conquest Pools in Warrnambool. Matty Canadian, the crew, for all your pool needs. Make sure you go and see them because they are the best in the business, that is for sure. Conquest Pools in Warrnambool, they can do everything from go to woe. They will not disappoint. We're going to take a break, come back, go through the better players and our award winners of the afternoon, and then we're going to wrap things up, boys. We might even finish a little bit earlier tonight.
Sounds good.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.